All right, loves, let me know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Yay! All right, all right. Awesome. Okay, let me go ahead and see if I can also share my screen. Now that's going to be another thing. All right. So you should be able to see the screen. You should be able to hear me. And then I have somebody very special that I'm bringing on today. I just want to make sure that everything's good before I bring her on so we can give her a nice, warm welcome. There's my girl. Oh, Coach Q, go ahead and unmute your mic, baby. I don't know. Did I do that?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. How you doing tonight?
Good. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hey, I just want to start off. I want to say hello to everyone out there. I want to see where everyone is watching us from right now. I want to give a very warm welcome to you all before I welcome our special guest tonight. Let's see who we have in the building. Hey, love, finding our way, vegan life. What's up, my love? Corey, Coach Corey. LaDosha, hey, dear, I miss you. Deshanta, Coach Deshanta's in the house. Rona, A1 Day One Rona, been a part of the organization from the very get-go. What's up, Felicia? Jesse watches like every video, even if he misses the live, comes back and watches the videos. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate seeing you live, love. So cute designs. What's up, love? Oh, I take it you so. Hello, Noah Kids Shops Dolls. Three Queens and King Bling. Okay, Bling in the house. Tin and Plum Creations, Don Williams. Hey, love. Coach Erica, admin of the Innate Creators Facebook group. What's up, my love? Coach Toya is in the house. Latoya Jackson. What's up, Nakia? Hey, love. All right. So y'all see us. You hear us. Tina. Hey, love. Sandra, what's up? Where y'all at? I need to know what's a good time, too. I see Tampa, Florida. Okay, so y'all are Eastern time. We have Georgia here, probably Eastern or Central. What part of Georgia? South Carolina? Okay. South Kakalaki. All right.
Okay.
That's where Coach Q is. Can't come see it, though, but she'll catch it online. Let's see. Florida. Okay, we have a lot of people over on the East Coast. Memphis. What's up, Memphis? Yes. Flint, Michigan. Olive Branch, was that Mississippi? Okay, Tina. Coach Toya, yep. Coach Toya, where you chiming in from? And Christina in Miami. We got Florida, North Carolina. Hey, Carolyn. Natanya, hey, love. Okay. Natanya's in the house. Natanya is cut and sew protege as well, under Curita's Coach Q's tutelage, and she has been doing phenomenal. When I tell you she's bad, and she don't even brag, she just let me politely put this here. She's amazing. All right. Oh man, y'all are coming in representing Michigan. Naomi, Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. All right, Sandra. And
I'm liking
Lucretia
all
is
the
from
South Carolina
Michigan.
that I
Okay,
see.
Michigan says hello. What's up, Michigan? We say hello right back. Now, Lucretia, if you can't hear, love, see if you refresh or come on over to YouTube because there's a YouTube, or you're on the YouTube. I don't know why you can't hear, love. See if you refresh if it comes back because I definitely want you to be able to hear what's going on. Buffalo, who's in Buffalo? It says Facebook user. Buffalo, New York. Bless your heart. Is it cold right now? Felicia in South Carolina. Okay. Oh, we got quite a few people in South Carolina.
Yeah,
There,
South
there,
Carolina
there may
representing.
be, a cut and sew situation going on sometime soon in South Carolina. We're not going to give a specific date quite yet, but y'all are in for a treat. Finding our way, Virginia. We got Texas, Renee, Alamo, Georgia. Okay. Wow. Pensacola, Fort. Okay, yeah, Natalia, you're right here in Pensacola, just a few hours away from me. All right. And Coach DeShanta, you're in Alabama Central Time. Okay. So let me know if 9 o'clock at Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central Time is a good time for the majority of you all. Because I would love to catch you when you have a little downtime, when y'all, have pretty much packed away the family, you got them all situated, and you get to have your crafters time or your entrepreneur time. So I want to make sure that we're making this a good time for you all. Elizabeth in McDonough, Georgia. Corey, of course, Coach Corey's in Louisiana. Where else would you be, Corey? Yes. Thank you. Coach E says she's still waiting on my likes to go up. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. All right. So, without further ado, I want to introduce to you, and this will be a reintroduction because I've introduced Coach Q to you a couple times. She has helped to manage and also host some of the in-person workshops that we've done, the destination workshops, and also has helped on the back end with countless things going on with the Innate Academy and the Innate Lab. So I would like to introduce you to none other than the Coach Q, or y'all can call her Q.
Do I
All
have to
right.
say, do I have to say hey again?
I sorry I didn't have the theme music. I wanted to do the put some respect on my hey. I'm not that savvy yet. Y'all know y'all get these videos raw and uncut. I don't know how to do that video editing stuff quite yet. But what we're here for tonight is to show you a joint venture that we're working on. First and foremost, I got to give you the background on Coach Q. Coach Q is about 10 how many years? Matter of fact, give us your background because I don't want to mess your story up.
Oh, why are you gonna put me on the spot?
Come on, because you got something to share. We got to put some respect on your name. Come on.
Woo. I'm not used to being on a camera, so um, let's see. What about me? I mean, I've been crafting for some time, but my background is really in my daytime job is in IT management. I work for the government and I do a lot of IT stuff. So I'm fairly proficient with anything that is computer related. But my real love is with crafting. I do a lot of woodworking. I've been sewing for, um, it's starting to, I don't even remember anymore, a while. And it's just one of those things. I'm the type of person that I have multiple things that I know how to do, and I like to pull those together into being the best that I can be and being different because I have multiple skills and I can make my projects different than someone who's just honing in on just one item. So, in a nutshell, that's me. I enjoy teaching, I enjoy sharing. I do not like to sew for others, but I'm more than happy to help you create your own project.
Right.
To work with you on, fabric choices, or even if you're a beginner sewer, getting you going. But um, don't worry about inboxing me to do 20 orders for you because I'll help you, but I'm not going to take your order.
And I think that's a beautiful thing. That means we all have a space. And once we kind of realize what makes us happy, what makes us tick, one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to make the thing that you're really trying to, most of us are trying to quit 9 to 5s, right? You don't want to turn the thing that you love into that same 9 to 5. So some of us do that by making it a force that we don't do naturally, that we don't want to do naturally. If your flow is teaching and instructing and helping others, see others able to create that, which that's a lot of my flow. And our flows change depending on where we are in life. I think I've done so much of the hands-on making of things and doing bulk orders and that sort of thing and seeing the process work, that now my goal is to step back, look at the process and see, well, what can I add to the space? What can I do different? What can I help others do? What gaps can I fill? What problems can I solve? And a lot of times that's where we as coaches stand in, like we're standing in the paint for you so we can make life simpler. So you don't have to take 20 years to learn Photoshop. You don't have to take 12 years to learn sewing, because we've already pretty much taken on the brunt of that educational side of it, including the mistakes that we've made. And then we basically package it for you and say, hey, sis, this is kind of the space that you want to be in. This is how you want to go about attacking this for your business. And we're able to help you grow in that regard, so we can teach, we can have a space that allows us to reach a lot of people and to help a lot of people at one time. So when you hear me apply the word coach to somebody, it's not a word that I use in vain. Coach means that it's a proof of concept. You've proven what you can do. You've proven how you can help people. It's not just what you can do. It's what you can do plus how you can help people. And Q has been there helping people in the background for the longest, never asking for anything and always just naturally willing to help. So when I see those type of properties in people, I try to make sure that those are the people I like to have around me. Those are the people I like to have in my circle and my team, because I know that whether you get paid or not, you love to help people and you love what you do. So anything that comes after that is secondary, right? So I want y'all to know y'all are in great hands, because Coach Q is starting up her own, or she's already started up the So Pro Academy. And a lot of you may know this because you did the stocking. And let me see if I can pull that up, give y'all some visuals, let y'all know what we're getting into tonight. All right, so Pro Academy, y'all look, this website is so fly. Okay, so this is the Pro Academy. You might remember this stocking class that Coach Q started for us for free. Of course, it's not free anymore. It was free 99 for a limited time only. And if y'all stay to the end of this, I want you to know that we have a very special announcement and a very special gift. Okay, but you have to stay. You have to stay to the end. All right. Okay, I'm checking y'all's comments now, making sure. All right, what's up, big boy? I see you. Hey, hey. Hey, C. Denise. Hey, Tony. That's my design twin. Hey. Tony Martinez is here in the building. Tony has been doing cut and sew. Y'all might, if you know cut and sew groups, then you know Tony's group. It That's is right. Sub So Hard, right? Right, Tony? I don't mind you plugging your group because you are amazing. You've been phenomenal. You've been instrumental in a lot of our cut and sew journeys and exploring that and always giving away free game. Like, Tony, you are amazing.
Absolutely.
Yes. Octavius, what's up, Octavius? Hey. Octavius, a photographer that jumped into the sublimation game, and Octavius has been hitting the ground hard. He's been hitting that pavement hard and growing and doing his thing. Yes, I remember, Octavius. I remember the first couple of pictures you showed me of some of your sports images, and you have been doing your thing in all overs, and maybe you getting into this cut and sew thing too. I could definitely see that being a really good game changer if you're not already in that market. Leisha, you can't sew a lick. Well, that's okay. That's all right, because you can start with some of these smaller projects that Coach Q is introducing, because there are some phenomenal seamstresses and And sewers out here who don't know a lick of Photoshop. And there are some phenomenal Photoshop artists from Innate Academy who may not know a lick of sewing. And that's the beauty of what this is comprising tonight, what we're going to show you tonight. Yes, for sports, absolutely, Octavius. I can definitely see that for sports. All right. So we're going to get right on into it. Well, I do want to show you. If y'all remember, we did a class 160 and 160, and we also did a Christmas sweater. And what we're looking at doing is taking some of the concepts that we're doing in this all over design or whatever you're designing and being able to take it to other substrates, other disciplines, right? In this case, we're taking it to the discipline of cut and sew. So I do not have the wherewithal to teach sewing. Okay, but our near and dear Coach Q has been sewing for a very long time and actually wants and loves to sew. Like, I loathe sewing, but I will sew something if it's something I really want to see happen. Like, if I really want to see it come to fruition. But some of you are actually wanting to sew for your businesses. And I tell you what, there is an indication that sewing in the United States is definitely a high value type of skill. And if you look at the things that are going on with trade, how prices are increasing for shipping, lead times are increasing for shipping. We used to be able to get things express from China for about half of the cost of something. Now the shipping is more than the cost of the products that we're shipping from China. So that ought to tell us something in our minds that when we're purchasing these substrates, and we're waiting on these things to come in, and then we're still having to do the pressing on the garments that's already done, that maybe, just maybe, this is an opportunity and a window to open up for cut and sew. And I also want to remind you what happened when with the brink of COVID, when it really first became truly mainstream and there weren't enough supplies for it, when people had to break out sewing machines, dust them out of attic, maybe they haven't used them for 20 years. I know I had a sewing machine that I hadn't used for at least 15. And that sort of thing started coming to the forefront again as something that almost saved sewing. Might have single-handedly been the trade that saved a lot of lives, maybe right on up there with people who needed these supplies in the medical field because those supplies weren't available. So we see that having that skill and having the understanding and being able to whip it out when you need to is definitely shown its light and how we need this in our economy today. LaDosha says, yes, it is. I quit my job 2 years ago to sew full time. Do y'all see that? And it used to be that a lot of the things that we don't consider, oh, well, I'm not going to sew. I'm not going to make t-shirts. No. When it comes down to what people need, we need more in-house design. We need more in-house. And when I say in-house, that means within our network, within our United States. We need more substrates to be produced here. We need more manufacturing here. And yes, we need those custom things that are normally sent overseas. Those jobs need to be created right here with your families and your communities. Yeah, Tony remembers. Tony said there wasn't a sewing machine available in any store. And as a matter of fact, if you look at the price of sewing machines, they've gone up, stayed up, and I know right now you can't find a overlock or a cover stitch machine, right, for cheap at all. Like, it's just not happening, right, Q?
Yeah, luckily I had mine, so
Right. So I had to, what they say, buy low, sell high. I had to buy mine on the high because it wasn't coming back down. So when you look at things like that, those are indicators. And when I say we're on the cutting edge, like that is definitely a pun intended. Cutting edge is meaning that, hey, before something gets really hot, we're right there. We're ahead of the curve. That's what cutting edge means. And we're trying to help you be ahead of the curve as well. So one of the things that we're working on is saying, hey, can you take these Innate Lab templates and can they automatically convert to a cut and sew template? Or is there a way that I can use them and clip them to a cut and sew pattern that I may be able to print out myself and sew myself. All right. And then if you don't have a large format printer, don't worry, because Coach Q has that large format printer and she might not sew for you, but she will print for you. She will sell you some prints in a heartbeat, okay? All right, so I see some folks saying that they're going to get their sewing machines out. Like, yes, this is the time. And it's a media that hasn't been fully, we always talking about something saturated. It hasn't been fully saturated. It's still new. It's still up and coming. It's still people figuring out, oh, I can make my own prints. I don't have to wear whatever's in the store. I can make anything that I want, imagine any design that I want, and place it on the fabric before I sew it. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yep. So I see a lot of confirmation they're still not in the store. Jane, that's crazy. I haven't even looked for one in the store. Amazon is like my best buddy. And but that's how I know the price of things, because I check on Amazon and I check to see what the price curves are doing. Awesome. Renee, thank you for your service. Renee says, I'll be getting out of the Army this year and I'll be sewing full time then. Come on, Renee. Thank you for your service as well. And when you get back, we're ready for you to be sewing. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit into this demonstration here. And this was actually class number 160 in the Innate Academy. So this class is already recorded, but I want to use this to show you how we're going to go from an Innate Academy template. And we're going to show you two methods. All right. So Coach Q has two different ways that you can purchase this. What we're doing is a crew neck sweatshirt. So the crew neck sweatshirt is the first template that we really wanted to showcase to you all, because we felt like that'll be something really cool for you to put out and be able to show off, like show your work off. So we're going from an Innate Lab design template, and then I'm going to show you, because let me tell you one thing right now, like Coach Q will help you and make sure that you make it through. But y'all, please don't come to her with those Photoshop issues, because y'all know Photoshop. I'm going to teach you Photoshop. I got you on that. Okay. Just make sure that you watch your video, you get it down. And then if you need help, then definitely we have the Innate Creators Facebook group to help with your Photoshop side, so that I want, when you all go to Q, y'all are ready to sew. Okay. Come over there ready to sew. And I'm talking about not just ready to physically sew, but she's going to help you understand fabric. She's going to help you understand what the different machines do and when to use them. She's also going to help you understand how to lay out your patterns and what a grain line is and all that good stuff. Now that, when you have those kind of questions, you're going to roll on over there to the Sew Pro Academy, okay? All right. Okay, Yolanda, perfect. So Yolanda says, I have, here, let me post this. Yolanda says, I have 5 sewing machines and 1 serger. Come on, Yolanda. I just need to get the hang of Photoshop. Well, Photoshop, I got you, Yolanda. So on this side, I got you. I'm going to help you pull together your Photoshop skills on this side, so that you over there on the, you can be, gang over there on someone's side. You got it. You got it. Awesome. And Coach Q is also offering she has a video class that you can, some people don't need a video class. You just need a pattern and you need to be able to just go, because you already know sewing, you know everything there is to know about it. And if you just had the pattern, you can rock with that pattern. Well, some of you will need the sewing instructions. So that's why I say it's beginner friendly and it's expert and pro friendly. It's Sew Pro Academy. Everybody in there is eventually going to be a pro. Okay, so that's why it's Sew Pro Academy, because you're going to learn to sew like a professional. All right. Awesome. Yep. Go, Yolanda. Alonzo, there should be stoles on the website. If they are not, Erica, remind me to check on the stole quantity, and I'll check on that. Okay. All right. Crafty Leo has 2 sewing machines and a sewing and embroidery machine and a serger. I love sewing. Yes. That's what I want to see here. Awesome. What's up, Coach Chrissy? All right. Okay. So let me show you what I'm going to help you do on the Photoshop side, and then we'll show you how you're going to manually bring it in if you're using the blank templates. And as a matter of fact, let me make sure I go ahead and pull that one in as well, because I want to show you what the difference of those looks like. Boom, boom. And I'll pull that in. I just want to go ahead and have it downloaded so I'm not waiting on that. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So while that is downloading, I'm going to go ahead and work through this process and show you how quickly you can change this design out. Now, I really don't have a theme in mind, so I would like for you all to help me come up with a theme, and I'm going to show you just how fast we can even come up with the design and change it out, okay? Y'all get to test my skills in real time. So somebody give me a theme to change this out to. It could be, it doesn't have to be sport. It could be your favorite character for your kids. It can be anything that I can just look up right now on the internet and just make up something willy-nilly. Y'all know I like to use my elderly words, willy-nilly. Come on.
That's a good one.
Mardi Gras. Okay, E. All right. I have Mardi Gras will be a good one. Let's switch it on up. Let's switch it on out. So let's look up. I'm going to go to one of, let's see here. Let's go to freepick.com and I'm going to type in Mardi Gras. Ooh, good stuff. Good stuff. Now, let's see what I want to use. Let me see if I can find a PNG because I want to make this kind of quick, not too much. I don't see that. Let me pull in something real PNG-ish. Y'all know I'm picky about artwork. I was trying to show you how to break it down because if I get something from Freepik, it's their Illustrator file. So I don't want to give you something that you couldn't break down yourself. All right, what's that? What is this? Nah, that's not what I think I would like. All right. There's not much inspiring me. Not much inspire me. So I am going to pick something vector. I'll break it down and pull it out for you. I'll say something like this one. This one kind of stands out to me. Now this is vector, so I'm going to have to pull the background out. I might be able to just do remove BG for you. Because my whole point is I don't want to show you something that you have to do. You should be able to just grab a graphic, pull the background out, and get to work. So let me go ahead and go to remove BG. Pull that on up and let's extract all. And yeah, that is a JPEG, the EPS file. Just so y'all know, I'm not going to teach vector right now or teach Illustrator, but there's a vector version of it too. But let's see how well it looks like. Remove BG may be able to remove that. Let's test it out. Let's drag and drop this JPEG image in here. I'm going to go ahead and use my credit to make this full resolution. Ooh, that looks good. It came out really well. So I'm going to include this in this file here. with no direction, of course. Right, 160 is where I want that to be. All right, so where the logo is, I'm thinking that's where we're going to replace the new Mardi Gras PNG. And let's do, we don't have to do a photo here at all. So we're probably just going to turn our photo off. To do that, I'm just going to go into the photo, turn the eyeball off, hit yes to update. And then we're just working with this logo here. So I'm going to double click on the logo. I'll have an opportunity to drag and drop my new image in here. And I'm just dragging it from the folder, dropping it on the artboard. And this one we're going to have to scale down a little bit because, like I said, that was a huge file. All right, now we have the opportunity to resize it how we want. I think I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And because this isn't a team, maybe we'll make it a year thing. So I know we probably didn't get to enjoy Mardi Gras last year. It was a little intimidated by COVID. So now what we're going to do is let's just commemorate the year. This one will be what, 22, right? So we'll double click on the 23 and put 22 instead. And let's go ahead and close out of this. We'll watch it update. All right, and instead of the word bulls here, we'll go back up to the top. We have our master for the word bulls here. Let's double click on it. We'll duplicate the word bull so we can keep it there if we want. Double click on the T and let's change that to Marty. I have my finger on the wrong keys or something. I swear I know how to type, y'all. All right, so I'm going to hit shift so I can smush this in because my word Mardi Gras is definitely longer than my word bulls. And then I'm going to check my spelling just in case. Okay, I spelled it right. Good deal. And matter of fact, I need to make sure I'm looking at y'all's comments because y'all will tell me if I do something wrong. All right, so now we need to kind of play with this color scheme here. Well, what's perfect is that I already have some colors set up in this graphic. So let's change out our swatches here. I'm going to grab my color picker tool. I'm going to pick a purple up in here because that's probably going to be my main color. And I can see it's changing colors as I'm touching on the colors in the graphic. So this color picker or this eyedropper is pulling colors as I touch on them. So if that's going to be my purple there, I'm going to double click. I double clicked right there. It's going to give me the color here and I'm going to add it to my swatches. I'm going to call this just number 1. Boom. And then make sure it doesn't have add to my current library on there because it takes even longer and it's more resource intensive on your computer because it's trying to go through the cloud. All right, so I added that one to swatches. I want to add a second color to swatches. Let's grab one of these golds, except I want my gold more vibrant than that. So I'm actually going to push the color so that it's more of that pure hue. And I'm going to add that to swatches. I'm going to call that 2. And let's see, let's grab that green. And we can grab a green from anywhere that we see it that looks good to us. Let's add that to swatches. We'll call that number 3. So I have 3 colors here. So I think what I'm going to do is pull out maybe the purple, because purple to me is the color that stands out the most. And I'm going to change my smart color 1, which is red, to the purple. All I have to do is come down here to my swatches and they're already sitting there waiting for me. When I close out of that window, I hit yes to update, and I just let the magic happen. So it changed that red to purple here. And then I'll do the same thing. Let's see this gray here. Maybe I want the gray to be the gold. So I'll double click on the gray. And then while I'm in the smart object, I'm picking that gold right there. Now this design, it looks like a sports design, but it can be used for absolutely anything. You would actually turn the numbers off. And you don't have to use the numbers at all. But the reason why I want to show them to you is so that you understand you have that option. All right. And let's say I do want to bring the green in. I think I'm going to replace the black with green, but if I don't like the black replaced with green, then I can come back and replace the white with green. So that's the beauty of the smart objects. It's instantly going to give you a representation of what it looks like to recolor stuff. So you don't end up recoloring everything. And then you're like, I don't know if I like that. So let's see. In this case, I think I like the black. So I'm going to take this green back to black. And I think I'm going to change the white to green. Or we could just keep the purple and the gold here. But I want to see that green come through somewhere. And I think I like that better than taking over the black, because I like the black giving it a little bit of boldness there. All right, let's see. I want to get to my team name top, and I can choose whether I want. Oh, I think I like the gold. What do y'all like better, the gold for the letters or the green for the letters?
Like
Let me know. You like the gold?
It makes it stand out.
Yep, that's what I was thinking too. So within here you have smart colors, but usually I'll put smart colors where they're interchangeable, or you can grab a color and grab a smart color from somewhere else, or make your own smart color. So I teach y'all all of that too. So I think this is good. This is ready to go. I mean, I was trying to make it take longer so it looks like it was a hard thing to do. So y'all would think when y'all pay me to design something, I had at one point in time I had my design fee set to $200. And I don't want to just reveal that it might take me 10 minutes to design something for $200, but maybe I'm in the wrong business. I should go back to that business of designing with the templates. But no, what really happened was I got tired of taking people's money. I got tired of taking $200 to do a design flip. We call it a template flip, right? So I had people willing to pay me $200 to do a template flip. However, they would pay me so often to do that I was like, you know what? Let me show you how to do this. And I will, that's, literally taking money off my own plate. But the whole point is that I know that you have the money to spend on this art budget. That means your business could be doing so much better if you just had this little bit of knowledge that I could tell you. You could take these same templates that you're paying me to edit, and you can edit them yourself. And some of them are 5-minute templates. Some of them may take a little bit more time, but the newer templates are all 5-minute templates. Literally, you go in, change the picture, change some words, change the colors, and you got a new design. Okay. So I was trying to make it look more difficult, but it is what it is. It's pretty much ready to go. So let's go ahead and do what we need to do to export parts of this design so that we can pull it into anything. If I wanted to print this right now as an all over t-shirt, all I would do is turn off. I would turn off this, and I would turn that on. And of course, my numbers, I would come up here to the top and turn this right sleeve and left sleeve off. That right sleeve and left sleeve make no sense for an all over. It only makes sense if you're doing cut and sew. So maybe I should have said cut and sew left and right sleeve, because you will not be able to get that on an all over that you're just doing a press onto a pre-made shirt. It doesn't happen. So in order to show off that it is a cut and sew, I included these little nifty numbers that I will show you how to use in just a moment. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and start exporting our components. I'm going to right click and I'm going to quick export as PNG, that right sleeve. And where I'm going to save it, I'm going to go ahead. I think I made a folder on my desktop just in case, because I know how it is when we're going live sometimes. So desktop. And this one is, I did put it on this desktop, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I probably can't see it because I'm being goofy right now. Let me see. I unzipped it and all, didn't I? All right, well, let's just use this one on the web. Okay, so I'm going to show you that there is a system here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you're coming from an Innate Lab template, you're going to put things in the number 1 folder. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and open up that number 1 folder. Give it a little time because everything is on the cloud right now. That's why I wanted it on the desktop, and I guess I was mistaken and didn't put it on the desktop properly. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to make a folder in this number 1 folder. We're going to right click, new, and folder. I'm going to call this one MG for Mardi Gras. Okay. And then inside of that folder, I'm going to export all of my elements. So the one that says right sleeve, I'm just going to hit save. On the left sleeve, if you notice right here, I'm going to right click, quick export as PNG. So now I'm going to have left sleeve in that folder. And let me make a shortcut for this too. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So we're going to our folder number 1, go into that Mardi Gras folder, and we're going to export that. Then we have something called the foreground. So the foreground image here is already nice and neat in a folder. So we have the foreground for the front, and then also if you want to, you can make a foreground for the back. I'm just going to keep this as is where it says Jordan, just so that we know we have a foreground for the back. Let's go ahead and export that as PNG. And I probably would, y'all, probably would change the colors inside of the 22 and the text here is gold as well. Let's see, let's see how quick I can do that. All of those. Instead of, yeah, I think I like that better. So I'm going to re-export, or how about this? I'll leave the green on the sleeves and then we'll do gold on the front and back because I already exported the sleeves. All right, so let's go ahead and take this background and we're going to go to, well, it's called the foreground. Foreground for the back, not the background yet. So foreground for the back, right click, quick export as PNG. Remember, we're putting all this in a folder right now. So 1, 2, you should have, I believe, 8 assets by the time it's done. We'll check and see. All right, so that was the back. And then we're going to, you don't even have to turn these off, but I turn them off just so I can visually see what I'm going to export. Now remember, it's only exporting what's in that folder. So the background is not exporting with the foreground. And this is how we're able to do cool stuff like design a tumbler or design a square pillow or maybe design a baby shirt instead of an adult shirt, because we have the foreground separated from the background so we can shrink and expand those things according to the ratio of what we're designing. All right, so I'm going to our MG folder. That's the foreground front. And then I have the background. So the background is going to include everything with the circle, the grunge, all of that good stuff. So let's right click on the word background, quick export that as PNG. Place it in our 1 folder. Now what I have here are some options for the background. So when you're doing long sleeves, of course, you're going to need more than this little short sleeve area. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the smart colors that we've come up with. We're going to turn off the circle accents because I just want to get the solid color. So I have the one with the circle accents. I have a smart color 4. So I'm going to still stay on this background now. And now this background is going to be a different color and a different representation than the one with the circle on it, right? So I'm going to go background, right click, quick export as PNG, and I'm going to call this background dash color with the number 4 at the end. And I have to say this exactly as I'm telling you, because basically what you're going to be doing is changing out these images, and you want to know exactly where to place them. So that's color 4. Then I'm going to turn off color 4. Then this is color 1. So still, I'm going to go to the background folder. Quick export as PNG. Now, mind you, I'm making all of these elements off of one simple template. So I have the purple now. So that's going to be color 1. So background dash color 1, no space there. And then let's get the green. I don't have a smart color down here for green, but I guarantee you I have a smart color up here. So I'm going to alt click and drag. I'm going to get my green just so that I have another smart color. I can delete that layer mask there. And now I have a green version of the background. And just real quick, I'm going to check. Check and make sure that what my other color number is. I have 1, 3, and 4. So this, yep, so this is smart color 3. Perfect. So whatever the color name is here, that's what I'm naming this. Right click, quick export as PNG, background dash color 3. All right, so now that we've completed that task, we are actually done with our design. So this is what you would have done in class or on your own. If you did the 160 class, you would have done all of these steps, because I told you to make sure that you exported everything just as I did right there. And it's super simple, super easy. It's already organized for you in this template. That's why I told you, if you're going to try to cut and sew, at least try it with this design template, because it will be very simple. It's exactly made for cut and sew. All right, so now I can go ahead and close this one out. This is the extent of the Photoshop class. What we're going to do next is I'm going to show you the quick, fast, and a hurry way to do this with what I've coined as the Automizer. Now, Automizer is probably not a real word, but we don't care because we make stuff up. And when we create things, we have to create words for those things, right? All right, so let me go ahead and close this file out. Well, let's go bring everything back so we know what it looked like when we dropped it off. Boom, boom. See, it's there. It's there. So let's do a save as. I want to save this version. Because like I said, I have a surprise for those folks at the end that stay to the end. So make sure you stay to the end. If you can stay up and you can stay to the end, we got something for you. All right. So I'm closing this one out as soon as that's done saving. Then I'm going to show you this good old Automizer package. Now, the way it runs, it's going to run a little slow because I'm streaming and this is on my cloud. So y'all have to forgive me, and hopefully we're able to stay connected with everything. But I'm just giving you that warning. If anything happens, we'll come back and we'll make it work, okay? I'm stressing out my system right now, and I know it. All right, so remember we put everything in a folder specifically for this design. I want you to do that. You have to be in the habit. Think systematically. This is going to save you time, but the only way it saves you time is if you don't make any mistakes. So the way that we don't make mistakes is we have a system to things, right? We have a system right now. We saved everything in that folder. Well, I want you to see here that these are the elements that we are going to replace. But we have to open up step 2. Step 2 is there are 2 parts of the Automizer. One part designs, one part prints. And when I show y'all how this works, you're going to love me. You're going to love me for life. You probably already do, but you're going to love me even more. All right, so step 2, let's double click, open that one up. And then I'm going to go ahead and close out the other file because I don't want to chance things having 2 large files open at a time. What are you talking about? Sleep? What? um, Shar, what laptop? Yeah, okay. So there are some suggestions if you look in the comments of some of the other videos of what laptop to get. But ask that question in the Innate Creators Facebook group, and then that way we can post some links for suggestions. Okay. So there are some things you want to look for in a laptop. 3 major things you want to look for in a laptop. All right. So if you remember, I'm going to show y'all a little something. Oh, just a shout out, just for the one time, Let me angle my camera down so y'all can see. Oh, I'm angling the wrong camera. I got a couple of cameras on right now, just in case one of these things went down. I didn't want y'all to miss me. No, don't finish setting up my iPhone right now. Get out of here. Like, iPhone be picking the wrong times, doesn't it? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna show y'all a little something. Let's do. Give y'all a little close up of, okay, so Q came all the way to see me. Y'all hear me? To see me so we can work on this together and kind of let our minds melt together on this topic. And it was a great time. It was time much needed to work on this process and this project. So remembering y'all when I told y'all I would never do this again. I showed y'all how to do it, but I told you I would never do this again. Everybody keeps asking me, is that cut and sew? No, it's not. Do you see that? There are imperfections. Now, this is what we know happens whenever we press t-shirts, whenever we press any kind of ready-made garment, right? We're going to have imperfections that are considered to be acceptable imperfections, right? But when I tell you how much time this took, I did it live. I did this live for the one time and for the only one time. And as you can see, I made it look cut and sew, but I literally just cut the paper in certain areas. And with a certain technique that I showed you how to roll and fold the paper. So basically it looked like it was following those lines. It looks good. I get compliments every single time I wear this thing. And I pretty much only wear my stuff now because I feel like if I want to be like Nike and Fendi and Louis Vuitton, if I want to have them type of dollars, then I got to rock my stuff. I got to wear my brand and wear my patterns. So this was that jacket that I made live. It took a lot of heat, a lot of sweat beads, a lot of time, and a lot of curse words that I wanted to say that I couldn't say because I was live on YouTube. Okay, y'all remember that. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. Tony says, never have I ever. Tony, I know you would never. And I did it. You know what I have to do? I did it for the content. Just like when I started doing the split template, I did it because I wanted to show you all how you could do whatever you need to do. Don't let nobody tell you can't. But at the same time, you have to figure out, is that worth the value of your time? And just starting out, it very well may be. I've actually done projects like this back in the day, but as of now, it's not my preferred way to do things. So this is cut and sew. Let me see if I can stand up here and show you my cut and sew. So this was class number, was it 157? 157. And we designed this. It looks like it has a sweater texture. Y'all see that? That's printed. That's not real cable knit sweater. You see that? That's Photoshop-ish. Y'all see my Rudolph here. Y'all see my design. If you don't know nothing, if you don't know this quote, somebody tell me where this came from. It says, y'all, this is my sense of humor. So if you don't get it, it's cool. Like I understand. I'm a little weirdo. I love it though. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Presser. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Presser. You got to say it like that. So if y'all get that movie reference, let me know right now. So anyways, this was a fun class. We did the same class with about 9 to 10 kids. Kids. I'm talking about what Kalia was 4, just turned 5, less than 30 days before that recording. So basically, she knows she's a 5-year-old, but I'm gonna say a 4-year-old did it. A 4-year-old sat on live and designed this to be her frozen thing. You understand that? So we do things that make it so simple, but it looks so extravagant. We're doing the same thing over on the sewing side, okay? We want things to look like they are top notch, top tier, cutting edge, but we want to take some of the workload out of it, the things that we've done over the years, and say, you know what, how can we work smarter and not harder? Okay, so that is a difference. Cut and sew, you don't see any of those imperfections. You're going to literally, and I want Q to show y'all some of this stuff, but I want you to see the difference. So when y'all ask me to show you how to do that mock-up for this that I'm about to show you right now, this would have, Q said, oh, I could have sold that in way less time than you. It took me 4 hours to do this live with y'all. 3.5, 4 hours, something like that. Too long, too long. Okay, but hey, and I know Q was laughing at me on the other, like I hear you laughing at Q. I know you were laughing on that end, but
I'm like,
you know
Tony,
what? Shoot,
never would I ever.
you and Tony both, never would I ever. Okay, so I said that to preempt you to this, right? So this is the same exact project. All my patterns came from different classes. Let me show you. This one right here was class number 150. And I don't remember all the class numbers. So matter of fact, some of the people here from all the coaches here from Innate Academy and Innate Creators Facebook group, y'all might be able to help me out. I don't remember the numbers. I know this one was the one that was Candyland, the one with the drip. This was the WAP template, the one that says Innate Academy with the chains and the leopard print. And then this one, I forget, this one was one of the 90s ones that we did. I think it was a living 90s. I can't remember what it was, but y'all might know which one it is. But all of these were templates, right? And then this pattern here, you can't see it. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, I'm zooming into the wrong thing. But you see this pattern right here was from the class where we did with the ties and the socks, where I taught you how to make your own luxury pattern. So that's like a Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel-ish type of print, but it's your logo. So it says IA for Innate Academy. Chrissy Pooh, you talking about you gonna find us 50 cent? Is that for not knowing the numbers? Okay, all right, look, E is giving it to you. Coach E is telling y'all it's 154, 156, 150, and 151. Okay, so those are some of the template numbers. So y'all, when I tell y'all I had fun with this, I had fun with this even when I was doing it the hard way. Okay, but you also see you have some areas you can put stuff on the sleeve there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna simply replace some files, and you're gonna see it automatically update in this template. But you have to follow the steps exactly. Otherwise, it's not going to be a system. It's going to be a broken system. And broken system means you got to figure out where it broke and how you got to fix it. All right. So let's go ahead and, like I said, we were in folder number 1. That's where all the designs are. And you see that there is a name here for each element that you want to change out. So I'm going to pull this over to the side so we can see the difference here. I want to change out this one that's called Innate Academy. Now, we can even do this straight from the file. So let me show you how to do it straight from the file. Let's double click. Well, first, let's go ahead and link everything. We're going to right click, and we're going to update all modified content. And we're going to go ahead and let that update. Meanwhile, I'm going to make sure that I have a folder for everything. So I have a folder for my original Innate Academy stuff. I have a folder for the Red Bulls design that we did. And I have a folder for the Mardi Gras thing. Now, don't let this folder get too much. Only keep in this Automizer folder set what you're actively working on. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Now everything is relinked. I don't have any errors there. We are good to start. The first thing is you have to make sure that everything is, you right click and that you update all modified content. That's the first step. Then we're going to double click on the background front. Boom, double click. It's a smart object. It's going to open up. I'm going to close that so we can see what's going on. And then I'm just going to drag and drop. From my Mardi Gras folder, the same exact name. So background PNG. is going to go right here with background PNG. And because it's a PNG, I have to delete the background layer. So I have to delete anything that's not that top layer. Now, once I hit yes to save, it is going to automatically update in my Automizer design. And again, this is taking about twice as long as it would normally take because I'm live streaming. But I do want you to know that depending on the resources of your computer. So that's why I say I want you to ask me that computer question because I want to make sure that I can help recommend the best computer for your budget. Or even if it's not the computer, just making sure that you can get, you can meet those needs. Okay, so that one's done. You see how it updated automatically here? That was my background. Now, I also want you to notice you have an option to repeat the background on the back. And this is actually upside down. So let me show you. Let's do this for a moment. Let's pick a size. Let's pick a size large. Or maybe I'll pick something bigger so it's easier to see. Let's do a 2X so you can see the pattern pieces. You see that? That's my small. That's my medium, etc. Okay, so we get to see this update real time. I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit so you can see a little closer. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to replace these elements. Now for the background back, I would probably just choose this one because what you have to think of is whether you want this mirrored, you know, where it's kind of flipped. And then it would look kind of like a crisscross, you know, crisscross designs or cross color designs where they used to have the stark change, like it abruptly changed from yellow on this side of the shirt to gold on this side of the shirt. Or do you want it to look more continuous? If you want it to look more continuous where the gold is matching up with the gold and the circle on this side is matching up with the circle on this side, then I would choose this background. Okay. So this is if you just wanted something totally different for the background. You have that option, but I'm going to turn that off because we don't want something totally different on the back. All right. So the next one would be this sleeve here. Now this sleeve, I want to be a solid color, but I want to be one of those gradient colors. So this is background color 1. So guess what I'm going to put there? You guessed it, background color 1. And even if you didn't guess it, then, you know, you should guess the next one. Okay. So that's background color 1. We're going to delete that last layer. Let's go ahead and close that, update it. Let's watch it update. Corey says, Q, can you do me some prints and cut out? Coach Corey, yes, she can. She certainly can. And you know, that is that already on the website, or are you putting that up on the website this weekend?
I'll put it up there this weekend.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so we're letting that update here, and I'm checking on y'all's comments. Ruth Meady says, sewing is my passion. Yes. Come on, Ruth. I would love to have your input because I like to see the merge of people jumping from Photoshop into sewing, jumping from sewing into Photoshop. Y'all, this is what we live for. Because very rarely, like Hugh says, very rarely are you going to find people that can merge these very, very different paths. So you will be one of those rare people in your industry who can merge these two paths. All right, so that was changing out that one. Let's see. Let's go ahead and change out this 90s print one. And that one says background color 4. So we're going to go to our folder and find background color 4. Boom, there it is. Just hit enter to lock in that transformation. We'll delete the other layer that we no longer need. Hit yes to update. Let that go. And I'm going to be patient with this thing, y'all. So I'm not even going to say jack about anything stalling because I already know Photoshop likes to show out in front of company. Oh, Shar, thank you. And yes, please make sure that you join the group. Oh, I forgot to put the little banner up here. Y'all got to remind me sometimes to put that banner up here because that banner shows the name of the group and all that stuff too. All right. Good deal. So already, you know, this is looking good. It's placing everything where it needs to be. It's making me happy because I could tell you that even when I was creating that this one, that the fake cut and sew, the faux cut and sew. So the faux cut and sew, it took me longer than that to like figure out, okay, well, what size do I need to make stuff to cut? Because I was cutting out printing out rectangles, and then I would cut it custom to whatever I needed to put here. So then I had to kind of scale my graphics accordingly. This is going to scale everything for you. All right, so let's see. We still have this pattern here. So this one, we'll double click on one of the smart objects, and it's just a repeat pattern. This is class number 105, where I taught you how to make a pattern for socks. Or no, this wasn't the one for socks. It's simple. Actually, you could use the one for socks. So the 105, when we created a pattern for the socks, same idea here. We created a pattern with the True Colors logo. And if you don't know what True Colors is, it's the best ink, sublimation ink in the world. You know, just ask a couple of people on this live. All right, so let's go ahead and switch this one out. It says background color 3. So we're going to find background color 3. Do you see why it's important now when I tell y'all, name it exactly what I tell you to name it? And it's like, I ain't going to listen to that. I ain't going to do that. Nope. I'm going to name it Top of the World Green. And then when you name it Top of the World Green and you're like, what do I put for background color 3? Top of the World Green is not background color 3. So when I tell y'all something, I promise I have a rhyme for the reason. All right, so let's close out. Well, we deleted that bottom layer. Closing this one out, hit yes to save those changes. What's happening is that smart object is updating. It's updating. It's taking a little minute there, but it's not doing too shabby. All right. Give it its moment. Photoshop, you're having a moment. Here you are. And meanwhile, let's go ahead and figure out what we need to replace next. We still have a foreground in the background. Oh, there it is. Oh, that looks good. Can y'all imagine this right now? Like sewn. This is going to be major pressure. 2022. Come on. All right, so let's go ahead and change out our foreground and our background image. So right here, I can right click. Well, let's just go, it's up here at the top here. Where's this foreground back? Double click. Don't drag it onto the artboard, just double click, because what you're doing is you're editing the contents of it. So this one says foreground back. So I'm going to choose the one that says foreground back. It's easy peasy. I don't even have to think about it. All right, I can delete the one underneath now. Hit yes to update. You see how quick that one updated? These are smaller graphics too. So it took a little longer to propagate the other ones, because those are huge 36 by 44 inch boards. So that's major artwork. That's why I say make sure when you get into cut and sew and designing for cut and sew, you're talking wide format. You're talking major wide format templates, wide format artboards that you're working with, wide format art files and sizes that you're working with. So please make sure that you're paying attention to whether your computer can handle that sort of thing, or you may end up having to do something like upgrade your RAM, upgrade your memory, get a graphics card, or just purchase another computer all in general. Okay. Oh, this and that. Thank you, boo. So True Colors ink is the truth. Yes, it is. Coach Corey says, hands down, the best color ever. Aww. Yes, Tony says we should do sub and faux. Yeah, I like that. Copyright that. Yes, we got to check on that one. Tony, let's do it. I know you're never gonna do the sub and faux method. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. I'm glad that y'all love True Colors. Thank you. It's a lot that's gone into this process and into building this community, and it most of it has been you, just pouring into you all, and blessings have poured from that overflow. So we all in here winning. All right. Okay. So, yep, Coach Erica inspired Coach Corey. And here both of them are coaches and rooting y'all on, cheerleading for y'all. All right. So let's go ahead and change out a couple more things. And this part is done. I'm just talking. Y'all, I'm talking more than I'm working. Y'all can imagine. I told y'all I don't multitask too well. All right. Ask Q, because when we were trying to get work done, it's like as soon as we get stories started, we start talking. I got to use my hands for everything. So it's like I can't use my hands to type because I got to explain to you while I'm on the phone. I'm using my hands like somebody can see me. Yeah, it's okay. I can deal with it. I have other great qualities about myself. I can deal with that. Now for this is one that it's going to end up being smaller, but once because see how large I made this on here. So we will have to resize this on here, but I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Because when you see how small it pops up, you're going to want to make it bigger. And this is a little small. I want this to be bigger. I want it to kind of like span this space a bit more. So what you can do is you can do Control T once you already have it in there, and you can make it larger.
Hey, Shannon, can you turn off that one layer in the back?
The colors in the back?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I think so. The colors in the back, you have to have them on you can have them on off while you're designing. Maybe this is what I'll do. I'll put color because you have to have them on in order to export.
Okay.
And I want them to remember those colors.
Okay.
So I actually, when you're designing, you should not have, if I was picking colors, you should not have other colors juxtaposed against your colors, because when you see color next to a color, your eye actually sees a different color than if it's against clean white. That's why you should always design on a white background. But since we've already designed, I would turn it off, but then if I turn it off here and then they turn it off in export, then they'll be like, my stuff didn't export. And I told you I'd turn that off. Okay. So yeah, but I do understand though, because the colors are throwing me off too. All right, let's see. For this little image here, that's going to be the sleeve image, right? So you have your right sleeve and your left sleeve. Sound familiar? Right sleeve. We open that bad baby up. Go to right sleeve and pop that in there. Boom. Hit enter. Delete the layer underneath. Our number is in the right place. We hit yes. And it updates. Look at that. Let's do the same thing for the left sleeve. I'm going a little bit faster now because I think y'all get the idea of what we're doing here. So this one will be the left sleeve. Boom. Delete the layer underneath. Close it out. Let it update. Now I'm going to do a save as right now because I don't want to save over my original. So I'm going to call this one -MG for Mardi Gras. Or Mardi Gras. I always say the S, like Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras. Salmon. Who in here eats salmon? It's salmon, Shannon. It's salmon. Let's see. Vegan Life says, hi Q, do you serge then stitch or do you just straight serge?
I serge and like around the bottom band, I do a top stitch around my bottom band and my neck bands. And I think that's what you're referring to.
As a matter of fact, I don't know. Well, I could show you later, or you can show them later because you have plenty of examples over there. That household. If you wanna show them what that looks like, show them the actual cut. So what a finished product should look like, y'all. Let me tell you, Q is very particular about the quality of what she does, and it should look what we call, retail ready. It shouldn't look, and when you're starting out, you're gonna start out however you can make it. To make it look good is how you make it. But once you get to the level you want to start selling to other customers, you want your item to look good on the inside just as much as it, looks good on the outside. So those techniques she teaches you. How do you make your garment look finished on the inside as well? So when people are talking about serges, and for those of you who don't understand sewing, a serger is a different type of sewing machine, and I'm sure that Q will let you know when you need and when you don't need a serger, but when it helps to have one. So that's all of the content that she's teaching you. Like, I promise you're not going to find this anywhere else. All right. So good question there. Oh, thanks. Vegan Life said go to Innate Academy to join. Yes, you can join the academy. This joint venture that we're doing here, so the design part is on Innate Academy, and then the cut and sew part is on the Sew Pro Academy. So we have two academies represented right now tonight. All right. And Vegan Life says, Q, thank you. Awesome. Good questions. All right, so let me go ahead and move on. I think we have everything. Like I said, I'm talking longer than this is taking to actually design here. So I'm just enjoying y'all's company. You know, your girl been cooped up, and Q has been too. We've been working on this stuff, so we're excited to finally be able to talk to y'all about it. All right, so if we're a little chatty or we staying on a little long, it's because we love you. All right, so let's go ahead and get this ready for export. When I get this ready for export, although I'm looking at it and making sure everything fits on my, this is my size small. Okay, this will be my size 4X. You see that it fits everything from the small to the 4X. But what I have to do is I have to pick this layer that says art for all sizes. And you're going to see everything turn into squares. Like, hey, this is what you would be doing if you were making a Roblox character outfit, which that is something that we're going to do too for the kids this summer. So Roblox, I'm not Roblox, it's Minecraft. We're going to make custom Minecraft templates. Okay. So this, if you ever looked at a Minecraft template for their clothing, this reminds you of that. Okay. So you want the Minecraft version, you want the blocked version. Okay. All right, so this should look like we're about to make an outfit for a character on an N64 or something. So this is what you want to see before we export. All right, so once we have all of this, we're going to go to File, we're going to go to Export, and we're going to go Artboard to Files. And from here, we have some settings to change. Right now, you want to choose the destination. It's very important that you choose the right folder, okay? So just like we were in folder number 1 for the 160 template output, now we're going to go to folder number 2. Oh, I lied. We're going to go to folder number 3 because we just did step 2. Step 2 is the Automizer that we just did. Step 3 is the Automizer export. Remember, we said we're going to go File, Export. So I try to name these things that you remember. So the Automizer Design Export. And we are going to make a folder. I'm going to make sure you can see what's in these folders. We're going to make a folder, new, and guess what we're going to call it? MG. So we're going to be consistent. Like I said, have a system to things. I know sometimes we don't like to do things in a certain order, but this will save your brain cells. I promise you. Because just like it drives us crazy to forget where our keys are, it drives me even crazier when I can't find where my file is. OMG, I go crazy. All right, so we're going to place everything in this folder, and then we'll just hit OK. All that was doing was selecting the folder. For the prefix here, we're going to remove everything because we want nothing in the prefix field. Absolutely nothing. We're asked to include overlapping areas. We're going to say yes. If it just so happens to have this checked off where it says export selected artboards, turn that off. And then for the file type, we're going to choose JPEG. All right. And the quality, we don't even have to have it on 8, on 12. We can have it on 8. And I'm turning it to 8 because I know, like I said, a lot of you all are working on computers that you don't know yet whether it's going to be able to handle cut and sew. So I've done my absolute best to make sure that these file sizes are as small as they can be so that they don't antagonize your computer. But if your computer gets antagonized by this, then you just know that you're probably going to have to upgrade or replace your system so that it can work with all the glory of what Photoshop has to offer. Okay. Trendy line is couture. Okay. She said, Queens, you all have made someone cool again. Yes, baby. Thank you for that. I love it. And then I know you're trendy and about couture, so I already know you're into the fashions. Yes, baby. We got you. This is the whole thing. This is why we say cutting edge. Oh, Ken, excuse me. Huh. Oh, why, thank you. Thank you, kind sir. I feel like Big Boy now. I should have a bell that should be ding, 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 ding. Thank you. Ken has been another one of the A1 day ones from the very beginning. Before there was an Innate Academy, which is regular old Innate Lab, and Shannon was up here for 6 hours showing you how to design stuff. and then figured out y'all didn't want to see, well, y'all wanted to see me design for 6 hours, but y'all wasn't going to design for 6 hours. So then that's where the 10-minute template was born. Thanks to you all. That's why I say I love y'all. I love y'all for real, and I appreciate y'all for real. That is not a lie. Just because Innate is awesome. I love it. I love it. Okay. Thank you, love. All right, let's get back into this little template thing. You know, this little thing over here that we came here for. All right, so let's delete the file name. Oh, we already did all that. And then the reason why I said turn the quality to 8, because usually I tell y'all crank that thing up to 12. But don't crank it up to 12. Just stay at a modest 8. You're going to be okay. It's going to have great quality, great print quality, but you're not going to try your system as hard. You know, you're still going to try your system because this is pretty decent stuff here. But just bring it on down to an 8. All right. And who can tell me what we hit next? What we going to do? We're going to Chris Brown. What we going to do? Is anybody here in the chat that knows what we're going to do next? You got to tell me, because I'm not going to do it until you tell me to do it. And I know there's about a 15-second delay, so I am waiting. I'm awaiting my command.
Where's Corey?
Where are the coaches? Y'all know what to do next. Oh, you know, it's like a 15-second delay too, so that's why it's kind of hard sometimes to get direct responses. There they go. There my coaches go. I was about to say y'all fired. Contracts expired. Corey and Erica. All right, Corey says run. We're gonna run it. Let's run it. Yes, Domo Love came in there talking about yes, run it. We're gonna Chris Brown, run it. Yes, LaDosha, we're gonna run it. Finding her way. Yes, we're gonna run it. Run it. Let's do it. Okay. Well, I'm doing all this hyping, and let me be calm, because what you got to do, you get hype, but you got to calm down, because if Photoshop sees you doing these large format files and sees you getting excited, it might show out in front of companies. So let me just calm down. Kiwi says, let me see if you can run it. Yes, that's what Chris Brown. Yes, let me see if you can run it. So just sing that song to yourself. Just be calm and sing that song to yourself while you're running it. And by the time you finish singing the whole song, it's probably going to be all nice and through for you. And you're going to see that it did all the hard work while you were sitting there, Chris Brown, run it. And yo, by the way, I can dance when I'm sitting down. But if I try to stand up and dance, I can't move my legs and my arms at the same time. I can't multitask. So if I seem like I can dance and I got rhythm sitting down, that's one thing. Don't ask me to dance nowhere. Y'all hear me? When y'all see me out and about, when we finally do our meet and greets and all that good stuff, please don't ask me to dance, because I'm going to be the one looking mean in the corner like, nah, I'm straight. I'm having fun. All right. Yes, Tina, run it. Chrissy, Coach Chrissy, run it. Coach DeShanta, yes, run it. All right. And it's still running. We still singing a song in our ear. Dimps Designs, good evening, love. First time here. Well, welcome. This won't be your last time. I'm sure that we love to have you here, and I hope that we can impart some knowledge on you, and then you can even impart some on us. Let us know what it is that you do. Are you here for cut and sew? Did you want to know more about design and Photoshop? What's your passion? What's your passion, love? Yeah, we having fun. You got to, especially when you need to let photos, like, you know how you try to ignore the kids and like they over here acting up and wanting your attention. You got to like not look at them, because if you look at them and you give them the attention, then that's when they start acting a fool for real. Erica says, calm down, in her Levi voice. I got to tell Levi you said that. Yeah, and Shar, this seems very complicated, and that's because I will not lie, it was extremely complicated to figure out and to make work. But in the long run of what you would have to do manually, and I was going to show y'all manually, but I will tell you, to do everything that this thing is going to automatically do manually would probably take about another hour to show y'all. And I don't know who's about that life, but Here's the thing, there's a blank template that is available that allows you to pull all of your images in and place them in the right place, and then you can clip them. And I think I've already shown that. Yeah, I already showed that on the last one of the last ones. But I think this one is, yeah, this is the raw willy-nilly um version. Well, no, it's still, you still had it, you have the sizes grouped and everything. So yeah, you're creating clip and pass. So that one is still um is basically doing half of the work for you, and this is probably doing 75% of the work for you. The 25% is never going to go away, is you having to literally update these things. But I'm not, this is hands free. I'm running it, but I'm not running it. You understand? Like, I don't have my hands on it. I'm not like sitting here picking in little pieces and, oh, I needed to look like this on a small, I need to look like this on a large. We are literally going to design all the sizes at one time with a single click. So in the meantime, we just letting Photoshop do what it does. It is, like I said, my disclaimer is, it is taking longer than it would normally take on my computer, because we're going live and running Photoshop at the same time. Corey says, make my life easy and send me that Mardi Gras file since I'm in Louisiana. Well, Corey, if you hold on to the end, baby, we got a little something for you. Okay. Everyone who holds on to the end, hint, hint, or maybe am I winking with hint, hint. I have to wink this eye. I have to move my whole cheek to wink. Okay. Hint, hint. We have a little something for you. Okay. So hold out, hold out. All right. Shara says, girl, you is smart. You is brilliant. Yes. Thank you, love. I love it. When you hear the noise where Photoshop goes bloom, this is the one time where Photoshop makes a noise where it doesn't like, where did that sound came from? And what do you want, Photoshop? Oh, Artboard to files was successful. Normally when Photoshop makes a noise, for people who know Photoshop, it's annoying and you're trying to figure out where the noise is coming from, what's going wrong. But in this case, it's a good noise and it let us know that it's ready to go. Thank you, Shara. I appreciate that, baby. Jane says, this is too good to leave early. Okay, Jane. Well, we some late night crafters, and I know some of us have something to do tomorrow, because tomorrow is a work day for a lot of folks. All right, so let's go ahead. We're done with this. We're done with this file. I should have been closed that one out, and that's the other reason I meant to tell you to close that file out before we started this one. So this file is done, but before, I just want to make sure that I can check before I close. I want to make sure that everything's saved where it was supposed to. So let me make this bigger, because I just want to make sure I can see all my file name here. I'm going to go back. So this is my Automizer folder. So this was step 3, Automizer design. So now we're doing a check and balance here. Yes, I exported it. Let's make sure it all exported. So I'm going to go into my step 3, and I'm just going to check to make sure that things updated. All right, so I'm going to go to my MG folder, and I should have 8 pieces. 8 pieces outside of this one that says all. I'm not worried about the one that says all. That's just kind of like a check. So, you can print that out and you would know what your pieces are. You can draw on it, make notes. If you wanted to print that out on a regular sheet of paper, you can make notes and say, this is my front, this is my back, whatever. So this is the front, the back, left cuff, right sleeve, left sleeve, neckband, waistband. Boom. We have all of our pieces. Now, I am going to open up the print file. Now, let me tell you which print file you want to open. So we're going to go back to our Automizer folder. Now we're on step 4. We did step 1, 2, 3. We're on step 4. Baby, we're almost done. It's almost, we're almost hitting a home run, but we're almost at the end of this game. So Automizer print, I have a 36-inch version and a 44-inch version right now, right? So depending on which printer you have, if you have a 22-inch or 24-inch printer, then choose the 44-inch wide, and that's the one we're going to do right now. And I will, if you remind me, because sometimes I forget about the 24-inch printer, folks, I can show you how you would use this, because this is kind of designed with the 24-inch people in mind, even though it's not a 24-inch file. Okay. Oh, Corey, you cutting out the marquee letters for a party. Yes, I knew you were going to end up doing those letters. Awesome. Let's see, Miss Ann Gunter. I did the cheer bow socks and tee mask file the other day and ran the artboard. It was so much easier. Thank you. You always showing me something new. Oh, thank you, love. Yeah, that was the whole point of that template. When you design something once and you can use it multiple places, you can make multiple sales. And if you can upsell somebody on a cheer bow and a t-shirt and some socks, and all you had to do was basically design one of them, that's what I'm here for. Absolutely. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Okay, so you see we have this artboard here, and I'm going to show you it has every size. So it has your 4X, 3X, 2X, XL, large, medium, small. Okay, so right now let's focus on opening up. I'm going to say I want to print the large, so I'm going to open up the large, and I need to do the same thing that I told you the last file. Whenever you open this up, because it's going to automatically produce, we're going to need to do something, but let's right click before we do anything. Right click, update all modified content. You want to do that first. What that does is it reconciles all your files and makes sure that they're in the right place, that they're in the right folder. And once you do that, it will no longer have the exclamation point. Now, if you move some stuff and you deleted some files and you did some steps that I ain't tell you to do in this video, then you will have to figure out how to fix it. The great thing is you just take your zip file. If you ever mess with something that you don't think you should have messed with, take your zip file, unzip it, and you have a fresh new file. Okay. All right. So that looks like it has reconciled all of those layers. Now let's go in back to part number 3, which was our export. I want you to notice something. Do you notice how this here in this square is the exact thing that's here on our canvas? Okay, so we want to replace all of the things that are here with the things that are in our Mardi Gras folder. Now, how do we do this? First thing I want you to do is I keep the stuff in the original, okay? So don't worry. I'm just showing you and proving to you that I keep the stuff in the original. So leave the original alone. Leave it alone. It ain't bothering you. Just leave it alone. So we're going to take everything from the Mardi Gras folder. Don't resize nothing. Don't mess with nothing. I'm holding down the first one. I'm holding down shift and then touching the last one. That selects all of them. Or I could also do Control A. Control A means select all. Okay, so again, I hold down the first one, then I hold down shift and select the last one. I should see that 9 items are selected here. Do you see that? 9 items. Then I'm going to Control C, means to copy, or I can right click and copy. Do not cut, copy, because you want to keep that stuff in that folder in case you happen to mess something up. Okay, then you're going to come out here, right click, and you're going to paste. It's going to ask you a question. Do you want to replace the files in the destination? You're going to say yes. You want to replace those files because these files are just placeholders for your images. That's it. So if I click back into my folder, into my file now, touch on my canvas, it's giving me here. I'll see if I can bring it down here if it's not going too fast. There it is. It's updating those objects one by one. And we're just giving it a little time. Like I said, this is also going down while it's on live. So just give it a little bit of time. And this is going to be helpful for those who really know sewing, or at least have some idea of sewing. In sewing, if you were to have to place each of these images on an artboard and make sure that it was in the right place and it's going to print out, and okay, you have to play, it's like playing Tetris, right? You have to play Tetris every time you export a file. Oh, it's done and I'm just talking. Okay, so let me finish my Tetris story because I thought it was a great analogy. So usually when you're doing your pattern fitting, you're going to have to do this on fabric, but when you're doing it on the print, you have to fit the patterns to where you're going to use up the least amount of paper as possible, right? So this has already been thought out for you. You don't have to take something like the blank file and cut and paste each little one around and fit it on an artboard and then print that artboard out. You are literally having this already like pretty packaged with the little bow on there for you. Okay, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment. So each of these sizes are ready to go. We're just going to check on them. Boom, there we got our 4X. I see you 3X, 2X, extra large, large, medium, and small. And that's why I say, you know what, I need to be a small. Do you see how much less paper or how little paper that uses up compared to all the other sizes? I see why the size small be on sale at TJ Maxx and Ross and stuff. It, all the whole section of smalls be like $2 because it takes so much less fabric. So anyhow, that is how you're going to get all of the sizes done at one time with no sweat. No sweat. No sweat. Shakita, thank you. Shakita says, girl, you're awesome. Love your templates. Thank you, boo. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. And I love y'all. That's why we make these templates. They want for me. I got out the t-shirt game to make templates for y'all. I promise y'all that is the truth. All right. So, and then we have some questions for Q2. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to hand this right on over to Q in just 1 second. I'm going to show you how to export these. Okay. So many of you, this is what I suggest. You go ahead and do this step. Whether you don't print from this file, like I said, keep it a system and do what I'm telling you to do. It will save you one day because you won't get disappointed if Photoshop happens to crash or you just happen to have not saved a flattened version of this file. This is still an editable file, right? We want to save a flattened version of it. So whenever we want to print this Mardi Gras set, whether it's for a size small or 4X, we have all those sizes ready to go. Yes, and Tony's right. Like Tony says, people don't know this is a game of inches. We say the less inches you are, the less inches you use, the more money you save. Or I thought you said the less inches you are, but that's the same thing, right? Exactly. It is a game of inches. The more fabric you have to use up, the more ink you have to use up, the more paper you have to use up, the more thread that needs to be used. Absolutely. And that's why you have to know these things. These things are important too. That's going to be part of the Sew Pro Academy as well. Like, how are you pricing these things? How many hours are you putting into this work once you become efficient in doing this? And is it worth what you're charging, or are you just basically doing labors of love and not necessarily earning what you should with your very, very expensive skill? So good stuff, Tony. Thank you. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go ahead and just do this as a habit. I'm going to export Artboard to files. Now, each of these I'm going to export as its own page. So I'm going to pull this down here so you can see where am I going to save it. I'm going to save it in step 5. Step 5 is my JPEG print file. I'm going to say, okay. I'm not going to put any prefix on there. Or let's say if I wanted to put a prefix, let me show you what happens. Don't put a, you know what? Nope. Let me just not, I don't want to give y'all no ideas. Don't put a prefix because they'll be like, well, you said put a prefix. No, I didn't. Just don't put a prefix because it'll mess you up in some parts of this process and it won't matter at this end process. But I just want to, let's just keep it consistent. I had to talk myself out of that one. So let's include the overlapping areas. We don't need that for this one. What I want you to do is, oh, is that Kalia? Kalia, what you want to tell the people?
She's asleep. She's not going to tell the people now.
Oh, she's not going to tell the people. Kalia, I was bragging on you. I was telling them, I said, Kalia, yeah, she's 5, but she just turned 5. So she was the youngest one here, and she was able to design hers frozen template. So Kalia, when you watch this video later, and make sure that mommy and daddy watch the whole 3-hour-long video, okay? So they can see you on this part, okay? They got to watch the whole video. They just can't watch your part. They got to watch the whole video. and that way you can see your feature again because you are a star, a YouTube star. All right, so we're going to do artboard content only. We're not going to include the background in the export. And we can just go ahead and export as JPEG. Now, the reason why I do not recommend you to export it as a PNG is because it does not save in the correct file size most of the time. Okay, so when you do from here and you export this PNG, it'll save it as 72 dots per inch, which that's not how we designed it, and it'll scale it up on the size, and it'll just be huge for no reason. You won't know what size to print it. Don't do that, okay? So, Tamika, I will show you. I have one for the 36-inch printer, one for the 44-inch printer, and I'm going to show you a hack to how you would use this with a 24-inch printer, okay? If you remind me, because I have the F570, so I think I have that software on this computer and I can show you the settings for that, okay? Now, I don't have the one for the 13 by 19 yet because that's going to be a whole nother beast. I'm going to actually have to take a break from this for a week to even touch on that 13 by 19 version of it because this was intense, okay? But I love y'all, so it'll happen, but I'll probably need, you know, a little rest before that. Okay, so this is ready to what? Run. I ain't gonna wait for y'all to say run this time. Y'all took too long to say run last time. I probably could have ran it. could have already had run it. Kalia, Kalia. No. I got you, Shara. We are going to do a 13 by 19 because you can, for the front of the shirt, you could probably use about 4. For most of these, it should not take more than 4 tiles to make a single part. But in order for me to actually make something that splits those tiles, that's another story. That's a whole nother story and a whole nother level of work ethic. But I will create some generic artboards that do split things for you that need to be split. And when I show you the concept today, how we're going to do the 24-inch ones, you don't have to wait for me to make a split template. You could go ahead and get this one. And when I show you how I'm going to do the 24 by whatever the length is, you'll kind of get an idea of what you would have to do manually. And it's not that fun, but you just have to write down all the numbers. Okay, so it looks like it is exporting one of the last sizes. I believe so. Let me take a sip of my water. And now, Miss Ann, you don't have to wait. What you can do, and what you would have to do, this is what I would suggest. If the sewing part is what you really want to learn, then you can contact Q. You can contact Q to actually print these for you. And even if you have a small heat press, like you have a 16 by 20, we have the Buddy system, which is this super awesome table that has changed the game as well. That is another invention that we've kind of brought to this table here, innovation that we brought to the sublimation space. And it's this table that allows you to lay out big projects on your small heat press and move the table. It rolls around and it moves underneath the heat press so that you don't have to worry about how much of something you can fit underneath at a time. You don't have to worry about your objects sliding off the table. You don't have to worry about using a big heavy board that leaves indents into your presses and everything. This is kind of a system that was designed for you to get into all overs with a small press and a small printer. And then at this point, I'm telling you, if you're going to do the cut and sew, maybe it's best to just go ahead and have this printed. I think most of these sheets, it might be like $15, $20, depending on what size and how long we're to print. And that will be worth it to not have to tile, because I teach a tile class too. I have a split template class that splits the all over shirts, but it is some work. And if you don't have to do it and you can focus on learning the sewing, then I think that would be better. It will be more efficient and cost effective for you to do that. So you can focus on getting good with the sewing. You can make some money sewing and then look at purchasing that large format printer. And when you do purchase that large format printer, I got you on the True Colors large format ink. I got you on the True Colors 13 by 19 printers. And even if you have the 8.5-inch printers. Okay. All right. So we're done here. I'm going to do a save as for this one, just so I can make sure that this is not my original file I'm messing with. This is going to be my Mardi Gras file. And let's see what it did here. So that was my 3. I'm going to go on to my 5 folder. You see how it placed my print files here? This is what I would print. If I'm ready to print, this is what I would print. If I want to print a large right now, I'll go ahead, double click on that large and print that out on my large format printer. Ready to go. If I wanted a medium, small, 4X, 3X, etc. That's it. Now, I will do a shorter video later of just like literally walking through the steps without all the talking and all that stuff. And I'll probably even speed up some of the rendering process in between so that you just get the nitty gritty. Oh, look at Natanya says the buddy system is the best. I love it. Yes, Natanya. Thank you, love. Yeah, Natanya's been working her buddy system. I love it. Miss Ann Gunter, I'm ordering it. So yeah, you're ordering the buddy soon. Woo woo! I'm telling y'all, it's over here changing lives, and I didn't even know what this was going to be. I promise when y'all asked me to show you how to tile shirts, and I was like, ooh, you girl don't tile shirts no more. But I'm gonna show you how to do it, and I realized how difficult it was. And I started developing products that made it easier. So we have the split template that you take a big design, it's going to split it down into whatever number of pages, depending on the size printer you have, 13 by 19, 24-inch printer, or the 8.5 by 11-inch printer. And then after that, I was like, okay, well, we're working with this board. This board is giving me hard lines in my presses. This board is warping on me. It's doing some crazy stuff. It's too thick and I can't close it down. Like if I'm doing a sweatshirt, it's too thick and I can't close it down. It's leaving lines in my sweatshirt. So I said, you know what? I've had this on the table for 20 years, a plan in my head. I never tested it out until this just recently. I said, I have to do this now. Sub and So was getting big. The all over market was already growing and getting big. So that product was really for you all, because at the time, my goal was to go ahead and have a large format heat press. But I was like, not everybody, whether you can afford it or not everybody can just have a large format heat press in their homes or up their stairs if they're upstairs. So I created this really lightweight. If y'all remind me, I'll show you the buddy system. If you're asking what that is, I'll show you after the live, because I don't mind taking that time to show you that. But yes, Natanya, this is what we need to do. We need to do a trend where we do the My Buddy song. You know what I'm talking about? My buddy, my buddy. So we can all create little My Buddies and put them on TikTok and do like a little competition. And we can collect those and make a My Buddy commercial. I love it. Yes, Tamika, you finally set your buddy system up. Yes, baby. Yes, please let me know how it goes. I'm so excited. I love when y'all share what you're doing with it too. So please share in the Innate Creatives Facebook group, or if you post it on TikTok, tag me. And also keep in mind that sign up for an affiliate link, because if you tell somebody where you got your buddy from, then you get a 10% commission. So if you sell 10 buddies, you got a buddy for free. Like 10 people that you referred buys the buddy. Did y'all hear that? Because you get a 10% commission, then you get your money back for your buddy, and your buddy was free. If you tell 10 people to buy the True Colors ink, you get a 10% commission. And if 10 people go out and buy that ink, your ink is free. Okay? So I want y'all to utilize that affiliate. I actually pay for that affiliate system to exist. So I want y'all to use it. I want you to be rewarded when you tell people, who your favorite YouTube Photoshop instructor is. I want you to be rewarded when you say what your favorite ink is and where you're getting your substrates and stuff from. I love it, and I will reward it handsomely. Okay.
Hey, Shannon.
Yep. Yes, baby.
I'm just gonna go ahead and tell the people good night. They're welcome to reach out to me because I got to get her back in the bed.
Okay, Kalia. Well, I'm sorry I kept mommy so long, Kalia, and thank you so much for sharing your mommy with us. She is wonderful. We love her to pieces, and we'll catch up tomorrow. Okay, love?
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Sorry. Good night, everyone. Sorry.
Good night, Coach Q. Good night, Kalia.
Good night.
Bye, baby. All right, so we'll go ahead and finish this one up for the team, because you know what, this is just one of those things that lets you really appreciate being able to work from home and do things like this, because you can take care of family. When that baby crawls up in your lap, you can be there and not necessarily at somebody else's 9 to 5 and just wishing you were there, right? So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make sure that we have all of this, and then I'm going to tell you what our surprise is going to be, okay? So I told y'all if y'all hung out with me to the end that I would have it, and it looks like the majority of you have hung out to the end. So this is about the end, hint, hint. Okay, so let me take any questions right now. Anybody have any questions so far? Because that's it. That was the Automizer. What Q is going to teach you is she's going to teach you, once you print this out, how to press it onto the fabric. I don't even teach you that part. Like this is it. This is where the Photoshop train ends, and you're going to pick up on the cut and sew side, okay? So from here, she'll tell you, hey, this is what you want to look for. You want to look for your grain line when you're placing this. Otherwise, your shirt's going to get all twisted when it dries, because it's going to go with the grain of the fabric. So you want to make sure that basically you have those steps in line. If you're an expert seamstress or tailor, then all you're going to do is download the template and work from it. And we'll be developing a lot of different templates the same way. So basically, we're doing the work on the front end, hours upon hours upon hours of work on the front end, but it's making it so simple. Like, this is a repeatable process. So if you're going to learn something, it has to be scalable, right? You can't learn cut and sew because you think it's fun and cute, but then it takes you 4 hours to make something that you might sell for maybe $60. So you got to make sure that you're charging the right amount, that you're honing your skills so that you're cutting down on time. And this is going to help cut down on time. And if you do not believe me, then I want you to try it the other way. I want you to try it the other way. And then I want you to try it this way. And please give me your honest opinion. I really want to hear what your honest opinion is about this process versus the manual process. Okay, so yes, how do you get the Automizer? So the Automizer is going to be on the Sew Pro Academy. Let me see if it is up. Let me get rid of some stuff. All right, and let me go ahead and open up Sew Pro Academy. All right, and see, look at cute old Coach Q. Look at her, gorgeous. All right, so as of right now, let's see, is it here? Here's the crew neck sweatshirt on the Sew Pro Academy. All right, now the design that we did today is a different file that's on the Innate Academy, but I do want to show you this bundle deal. It has 3 products in it. Let me show you what it has in it. As a matter of fact, I think the Q make a video. I think she did. Let me see if there's a little video there. Let's see. Oh, so she's showing you some of the process here. Y'all look at cute cutting and sewing and stuff. Look at her. Oh my gosh. And she's so cute with it too. I'd be looking a bummy mess in my Crocs and my bun. But she even got cute for y'all. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna play that one more time, and then I'll kind of give a little commentary here. So this is the finished cut and sew project. This is the artwork side. This is the print and press side. So this is pressed on a flat piece of fabric here. Then she's cutting it out with a rotary cutter, and then she's using her serger here to sew the parts together. And I'm sure there's much more instruction between there, but that's as much as my expertise will allow me to go. Okay, and then I want you to take a look over on this side. If you didn't notice, there were some multiple parts moving over here. What you just witnessed was the Automizer. So the Automizer was this process. We went through changing out the patterns here. We went through propagating those pattern changes and those print changes onto the different pattern pieces. And although that happened in like 10 seconds, it's going to take a little processing time on your computer, but that happened automatically. Now, what we have here on the left-hand side, I'm going to replay this again. On the left-hand side, she also offers the blank template. Now, the blank template just has all of the sizes there. And I say just, but it's not common. It's probably not even something that you see out there where someone is offering the Photoshop version of the template pieces. And this is going to be a very unique thing. Like I said, this is cutting edge. It's something that we're working on. We want to be on the forefront of people who already know how to design in Photoshop, want to do sub and sew, but they need something that merges those two, right? So this is it. This is it. So I am super proud to announce this, and I'm so excited to really see it come to fruition. This has been something that's been in the making for a very long time, and we are finally putting it out there to the masses because now is the time. If there was no other time to do cut and sew, now is the time. So this bundle includes all of these. You get the blank ones, you get the Automizer, and you also get the sewing class. So this is it's called a sew along. So it's a video instead of a sing along. It's a sew along. You get it. So I want you to know that this is the bundle deal, and then there will be there is an option to buy a la carte. Okay, so if you were to buy just each of these, this one right here by itself is $150. The Automizer that I just showed you is $150. And the class is $75. So just those two alone that's what, $225. So if you get the bundle, you get this one also. That's $200. That saves you $100. So you get the blank, you get the Automizer, and then you also get the video. Now, if you don't need let's say you're an expert and so on, you don't need the video at all, then you can just buy the Automizer at $150. If you hey, I just need the blanks, I know how to clip stuff in there, that Automizer ain't hitting no. If you say that, then I don't even want you to have the Automizer, because I feel like you just hurt my feelings a little bit, and I feel like you don't understand. You don't have the proper understanding of what the Automizer means to the world. Okay, so if you don't need the Automizer and you just need the blank template, that one is available as well. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna stand up, see if y'all have any questions. Let's see. Yes, y'all, please like and subscribe. Usually, so Kalia, she was a little sleepy tonight. Usually my Kalia bug, she would say like and subscribe. So she's a YouTube extraordinaire already at 5 years old. Tony says, yes, ma'am. Now is the time to jump ahead of the curve. And Tony, there's some things I'm going to talk to you about too. So I hope we get a chance to talk real soon as well. Yes. All right, Vegan Life. You need the Automizer. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Okay. So sell. Vegan Life, I saw your email. I've been so tied up with this, but I will go back and see which ones, and I will definitely do that for you. Okay. I got you, baby. I saw the email. I just wasn't able to check the back end of the courses yet. No, this one, LaQuisha, these are because the way cut and sew works is every project that you do, you're going to need a separate pattern for that. So it's not going to be like, oh, this pattern unlocks this week, because this takes a lot to pull together. Now, eventually, when it builds up, there may be a monthly subscription option for that. But right now, it's just as the patterns come out, they're going to be made available on the Sew Pro Academy website. Yes, there will absolutely be a youth version available for this as well. Okay. Yes, great questions, y'all. Great questions. Keeping It Crafty says, yes, I love it. And it's absolutely affordable. Thank you. Well, I thank you, Keeping It Crafty, because sometimes we feel like we have to validate, like, hey, this is what this costs. And if you all knew the time and the energy that went behind making something happen that did not exist yet. Oh, wait, the 24-inch printer help. I got you, Shakita. I got you, love. I'm going to show that. Some love. This wasn't just work. This was love. This was a labor of love that went into this project. So now that we're able to do these sorts of projects, then hey, let's get some suggestions for some of the things that you want to see. let's get some suggestions. What would you all like to, not just want to see, what would you want to buy? Let me put it to you that way. What templates would you want to buy? Okay, so I'm closing that one out so I can show you how to print the 24-inch one. Okay, so if you see here the 44 by whatever, this is the length of the paper settings that you're going to choose. So this one says 44 by 67, but remember I told you you're not printing from this one. So let's pick a size right now. Let's print a medium. Okay, so that is its own JPEG, and let me show you. This is the flattened version. This is a JPEG. You see that? So that's what we're going to print, the JPEG, not the PSD file. Okay. So I'm going to close out of that. I'm still closing out of this file. It's still updating and saving. And I said I had a surprise for y'all at the end. Don't let me forget the surprise, because I done had several times like, oh, shoot. I got off the live and I forgot my surprise. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get ready to print this one. I'm going to show you my print settings I would do if I were printing on a 44-inch printer. And then I'll show you the 24-inch printer. Okay, so let's go ahead, file, print. And I don't have my printer hooked up right now. I probably wouldn't be printing this anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and choose the printer here. Let's see, I want to do, well, I have the 5200 up here. So let's do that one. That's a 36-inch printer. So what I would do for that one is I would actually just only print the 36-inch, the 36-inch file here. So let me do that. Let me show you that. And I did want to show you also just real quick what the blank one looks like. Because we didn't get a chance to go over that. I was going to demonstrate it, but it's a lot of work. Oh, what you could do is you could pull your pieces over here, and then you would clip your pieces to this selected size, which actually, even this being done for you, nobody's really done it like this for you. Okay, so you could clip it, and you would clip it on top of whatever the pieces were, each piece. So you have to bring in each one, clip it down, make sure it's the right size, make sure it's, you know, basically centered and all that good stuff. See, the Automizer makes sure everything's centered, everything's where it needs to be, and it's a plug and play type of situation. You know, you hit the ground running with that. With this one, you are going to have to do some manual adjusting. And the thing is, every different design you do, you're going to have to manually adjust. Every time that you get ready to print, you're going to have to cut out these individual pieces with this lasso tool here. Oops, I done moved some stuff already. All right, you're going to have to cut out these little pieces, and then you're going to have to make another artboard that you put your pieces on, and then you're going to print. Okay, so I think that this is an affordable option for what we have available, which for Photoshop and for what we're doing right now is nothing, but it doesn't take advantage of anything. It's like basically doing the work for you that you would spend probably about $200 worth of time pulling together a template for one good job, you know, especially if it's your first time really doing this, especially in Photoshop. So the fact that it will save you that on your first job, you will love me. And if it doesn't save you that on your first job, then let me know. Let me know what's taking longer. Let me know what can be improved, because I literally went back to the drawing board several times to make this happen, and to make sure that it was something that really did help you all. Okay, so I did want to show you that blank one. I'm going to go ahead and close out of it. And we're going to pretend like we're printing the 36-inch one. So let me pull that one up. And then I will show you how to do the 24-inch print. I want to show you on the 44-inch, but I don't have that printer up here, and it's not, the driver is not installed up here. So that is my print for the, oh, I didn't export a 36-inch one, so I'm not going to be able to do it. So let me just show you my settings. I'm going to pay attention. The name of this file is what? 44 by 82. So I'm going to pretend like my width is 44. So let's go ahead and print. Oops, I hit print one copy. Print one copy is going to use the last print settings that you did, and I'm going to just hit cancel there. All right, so let's go to print settings. Now, I won't be able to put 44-inch roll media on here because it's only a 36-inch printer, but you're going to choose a custom size. Do you remember what the name of the file was? 44 by 82. So 82 is the length of the paper that I'm going to put here. Custom paper size. I like to put it in my name first. 44x 82. And of course, in this case, it's going to be 36. But the 36-inch one will tell you the exact length of the paper too. So I'm going to put 36 by 82 because it's not going to let me put anything bigger than 36. All right, so the paper width, I put 36. The paper height, I'm going to put 82. Boom, boom. I'm going to hit save. You see all these are all paper sizes that I've used. And so I hit save there, hit OK. And then the settings that I have here, I have a video showing you my settings for the 7270, which are the same settings for the 5270, but I'll run through them real quick. I'm going to make sure it's on roll paper, plain paper, in this case, a 36-inch roll. And even if you have a 44-inch printer, I still use a 36-inch roll on my 44-inch printer. So the paper size will be whatever the size says here. In this case, it's supposed to be 44 by 82, right? And we did that with the custom size. Then for the print mode, we're going to make sure it's on color. Make sure the color mode is on off. I do not want the printer to do my color management. Okay, I want Photoshop to do the color management. So for here, for the resolution, I put max quality, high speed, and then make sure on layout you have mirror image checked off. So then that way, every single time you do this, if you set this up from your main settings of your printer, that's how I have this set up. That's why it's saved, and that's why it's my default setting. I don't print any other way to this printer. And if I did, I would know what to change the settings to. All right, so that's it. And then I'm going to make sure that I save that. So now what did we say? This was 36 by 82. So 36 by 82, true innate sublimation. So anytime I print a size medium, I know I'm going to use it's supposed to be 36. I put 46. 36 by 82. I'm going to use this profile. That's it. So every time I print a medium, I'm going to use the same profile. So I have to hit save before I forget. And you see now it's an option here. 36 by 82, true innate sublimation. So True Colors is the name of the ink. Innate Lab is the website it comes off of. So that's why I put true innate sublimation. So you'll remember that. All right, so hit OK. Now there's a couple of settings we have to change. So you see how I made my artboard longer? Now check this out. This is a 36-inch printer, so my whole thing isn't fitting on here. But if I had chosen the 36-inch template to start with, then it would have propagated this JPEG and I would be printing from there, okay? All right, so in this case, I'm gonna put Photoshop manages colors in the color handling. And then for the printer profile, if you go online where you can purchase the True Colors ink, there is an ICC profile link. And I'm going to choose the one that's for the 7270 and the 5270. And then I make sure relative colorimetric is my rendering intent. And for this one, I think I turn off the black point compensation. I believe I do for that. And then this is ready to print, okay? And it will print that whole thing. And then the rest is sewing magic. So that's all the Photoshop magic I can give you. That's all the Photoshop juice that I have for you, okay? All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and pretend that we have the 24-inch printer. And I think that's my F570 here. And of course, it's a 24-inch printer, so I'm going to go change my print settings here. I'm going to do a custom paper size, and I'm going to tell this. So I'm still going to have 82, but this is a 24 by 82, right? So I can do some math, and 44 cut in half is 22. So when I do a 24 by 82, I'm going to have to do two rolls of that in order to make up one big sheet. So 24 by 82 is what I'm putting here. And then I'm going to 24. The height is 82. And I'll go ahead and save that size. 24 by 82 is now going to be one of my custom sizes. Okay. And you see right here with the paper size. As a matter of fact, for document size, is that? Oh, yeah. That's the paper size. Let's go to the setting and let's choose a 24 by 82. and it's roll paper. We already have it set to a 24-inch roll. And everything else, I'm not going to mess with these settings because I don't have my specific settings for the F570, but I'm just basically doing this so you can preview how this works, because some of you actually print from the Epson Edge and some of you print from Photoshop. Okay, now what I have to do in order to move this around, a lot of times you're going to have something locked where it says center. If that center thing is locked, you will not be able to move this. But if you uncheck the center, if it's checked already, you won't be able to move it. But if you uncheck it, you can move this around. Now, I want you to move it. And the idea is I want you to do your best to try to get it to where this, like this sleeve right here, I think this is a medium. So there's no way you're going to get around not tiling something right there. Okay. You're going to have to tile it. But what you're looking for, you see this little mark right here, the very top. That little mark is your 23-inch mark. So as long as you see it on the left side and you hit print, so I have to make sure that my top and my left say 0, 0, 0. I'm going to zero it out. 0 top, 0 left. Okay. Then I'm going to do a file print from here. You see how I see my marker at the top? And then after I print that, I'm going to pull this over. I'm still going to check for my little mark. I have to make sure that I see my mark. As long as I see my mark, I know I have an overlap, right? Because that mark denotes the overlap. So now I have a little piece of this sleeve. I'm going to have to tile a little bit of this, the front and the back that I'm going to have to tile, but everything else is clean over here, right? And I'm going to go ahead and set my top to 0 so that it prints the same, what would that be? The Y origin, but the left is just pushed over a little bit. Okay, so it's pushed over negative. So I could just type -22 here. And just remember that number indefinitely. Remember, I told you that it's a 44-inch paper. So as long as you have that 22 and 22, you're good. So I put 0 and -22, and I don't need a split template because when I designed these, I did my best to make sure that whatever had to be split was split as little as possible. So I looked out for y'all 24-inch folk from the get-go, out the gate, okay? So you don't need a 24-inch split template. You're just going to print one half, then you're going to come back and print the other half. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and hit done here because I'm not printing this out. And then what I am going to do, there are two things that I'm going to do. And it's only for the people that are on this live right now. So those who held tight, I know it's getting late. I know y'all probably sleepy if you're on the east side. So I appreciate y'all hanging out. What I'm going to do is I am going to create a coupon code. This coupon code will work both on Innate Academy and SoPro Academy. Let me go ahead and show you the Innate Academy, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do right now. Y'all see we got some good stuff going on. We always got something going on in the Academy. So this is class number 160. This was the design file. Now, if you're already a part of the Academy, and you unlock this class, good. This is going to be a perfect class for you to merge with the sewing template, okay? So this class right here, I am going to create a coupon code that will allow you to have this file. And this is literally, you have to do it tonight. And I will say, yeah, I'll make it expire like 8 o'clock in the morning, just in case like anything happens with the website or anything like that. But it has to be done tonight. For those who do not have access to this file, tonight only, I will make this file $5. It is a $30 file. I will make it $5. Okay. Let me check my emailage. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Erica's telling me to check my emailage. Okay, got you. Okay, so I actually have two surprises. So Q sent me a code. She's gonna give a discount too. So I was just gonna do it on my end, but Q's doing it on her end too. Okay, so I am going to make class number 160 only $5. If you don't already have it, class 160 is just gonna be something that gives you something cool to design, just like we did. And I am going to post the Mardi Gras file in there with it for free. Okay, so you get the class. It shows you the whole video of how to do this. We slow down and we do it as a very slow beginner's pace class, so you can learn how to change out that template, right? So you'll get that video, the template for this, plus the template that we just did, which was the Mardi Gras theme one. Okay, for $5. If you've never touched Photoshop a day in your life, download the 7-day free trial of Photoshop, watch my video, follow along with my video, and get this template for $5. Okay. And for those of you who already have access to it, you're going to get the Mardi Gras file for free. Okay. Now I'm going to pull that Mardi Gras file in the morning. So when I upload it tonight, I'm going to do this literally as soon as I get off of this live. I'm going to take it away and it's not going to be there anymore. Okay. So this is a one-time deal, $5 for this 160 template. Because I want you to save your money for Sew Pro Academy, because I know that's a little deeper on the pockets, but I promise you, if you really intend on doing cut and sew, it is worth every penny. I would have done this process if it were just for myself, because I know how much time saving this would be, because I know how Photoshop works and I know how to optimize. That's why it's called the Automizer. It's it's an automated process. And it optimizes things for you, optimizes the sizing for you. So Automizer. Okay. All right. So the you don't need a coupon code for Innate Academy. I'm just gonna make it it's $30 right now. Y'all will see. It's actually it's still $60. Oops. Because we haven't done the class to replace it yet. So it's supposed to be $60 right now. I'm gonna take it down to $5. You'll see it online. If it's not $5 online, wait. Give me a second. Let me make it $5. You'll get the Mardi Gras file we just designed with that same $5. That Mardi Gras file will disappear. So make sure you download it, because if the people, even in the academy that were here live tonight, are not going to get that Mardi Gras file. Okay? They're not going to get it. Never going to get it. Never going to get it. And they're never going to get it because we don't share files either, right? Right, loves? We don't share files, you know. We keep it tight in the group. Okay? So that's that. And then I'm going to give you a coupon code in the chat. Okay. So Q has a 10% off code for anything right now. Okay. 10% off code for this product right now. And that's whether you do the bundle, or I think it is whether you do the bundle or the individual product. So let's say if you want only the blank template, that's 10% off here. If you're going to do the bundle, and that's going to take what, $20 off, that's $180. That's almost just the price of the Automizer by itself without the instruction. So this one comes with this is a $300 value, because it comes with the Automizer, the blank templates, and the video. Okay. Natanya says that's a steal, baby. Natanya knows, because Natanya's been learning, and Natanya's been learning a lot on her own too. So I know that she knows what the value of this stuff is. And I know a lot of people know what the value of something is when they just know, whoo, shoot, that looked like a lot of work. While we were sitting up here dancing, talking about run it. Yeah, that would have been us clicking and dragging. Oh, that's the difference. You either gonna be running it, or you can be dragging it. Would you want to be dragging and running? Which one? I love when something just like pops like that. All right, so we're gonna drag or run. But either way it goes, and I'm saying this, but I know how much time it can save you. But I also know that people have different financial positions, so that's why this is even an option. Because we were just only gonna do the Automizer, but if you really like the difference in this one and this one is $75. But if you buy this one, then you get this one for free. You understand? So it's kind of like, if you can get it, go ahead and get this one, because you're probably going to end up upgrading to this one anyway, and you can't get a refund on digital products. All right, just to let you know. So if you think you're going to want the Automizer, go ahead and buy it, because you will get the blank template for free. Okay. Like I said, that is a $300 deal you're getting for $200, and for tonight only, you will get that for $180. Okay. All right. So y'all got Q's code. I'm going to hang out for a second and take your questions, but let's see, I have to go ahead and pull up a new screen to do that. So I'm checking y'all's questions on the phone now. Corey says, hold on, Corey. Corey says, let me see if they still hiring down at the Pink. Who has Uncle Clifford number? Yes. Don't worry, Uncle Clifford will get you right. Corey, you know what? You always have me rolling. Yes. So Nisha, you asked the question, if you already have the 160 class, yes, you only be able to download it tonight though. So when I make it $5 and I download, matter of fact, let me be quiet for a second. Y'all know I can't do two things at a time. So let me be quiet. I'm gonna let y'all type questions, and I'm going to upload what I need to upload right now. Okay. Because y'all know me and multitasking are not best friends. So I am going to Podia, and anyone interested in, and starting their own academies, I am actually helping to get some people on that path. And Podia is the platform that I use to teach on. And I have an affiliate link for that. So if y'all use that, if you need that affiliate link, I'm going to post that too. Well, not right now, because I'm doing this right now. I can do two things at once. So let me go ahead and do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to the 160 class. Log out. So this is what we're talking about right now, the 160 class on the Innate Academy. And E, if you can go ahead and share that link with them. Let's do products 160. Y'all, we have over 160 classes in this academy so far. I am so proud of y'all. And some of you all have been like my OGs. Let me right now, can we give a hand clap, round of applause for the OGs? Some of the OGs have taken every single course, and probably about 90% of the courses with me live on Wednesdays. Can we get a hand clap for the OGs that literally like come every single week and put in the work and do something different every single week? And y'all tell me if somebody else is out there doing this. Tell me if somebody else is out here doing this, and I want to see it, because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. All right, I am going to go ahead and put this file down here, this 160 file, this Mardi Gras. Y'all watching me do it right now. Where did I save it? I saved it in my 160 folder. This is it's going to have MG at the end. That's how you're going to know that's it. It's uploading right now. 160 all over grunge circle brush sports jersey mascot logo dash MG. That's the name of the file. So you will have to upload, you will have to buy this $5 file, download this tonight. It will be gone in the morning. I guarantee you that, because Erica is not going to let me forget. He is not going to let me forget that. Okay. And then also this, I don't know when this coupon expires. You know, Q did make that coupon code, but I don't know when it expires. So you may want to go ahead and grab that tonight as well. I'll ask her if that is one that can be extended, or if that's a limited time. But I'm just going to assume that that's good for 24 hours, because she didn't really say. So let's act like it's urgent, just in case, if you want to take advantage of that 10% coupon, because I don't want to tell y'all something that is not right. So use it up, get it going. And all right, Miss Ann Gunter, yes, you got it. Perfect. Anybody else got it? Comment, got it. Let me know. Let me know. Did you get it? If you're already in the academy and you and even, now if you're unlocking the class in the academy, it's different. You have to have actually have access to the 160 already. So if you don't have access to the 160 already, then you would have to pay that $5 to go ahead and get it tonight. Because I'm not going to put this in the drip. I can't put it in the drip because it doesn't automatically go. So if you, the drip is the courses that unlock. You know, when you're in the academy as a member, you unlock 8 classes a week when you're first a member. And then once you get to where everything's caught up, you start unlocking 4 classes every week. But I push it to where you get 8 classes a week up front. And your first month, you actually get 12 classes because you get 4 classes. You get 101, 102, 1. Let me show you. Lord, what am I doing? So at the academy, I'm going to go all the way to in the beginning. So what happens is as soon as you join the academy, you start unlocking courses. The second that you join the academy, you unlock course number 101, 102, 103, and 104 instantly the second that you get in, right? And then 7 days later, you'll unlock 105. 14 days later, you'll unlock 106. But what also happens, and I don't know if y'all know this, but when you're dripping content or you're unlocking content, it also starts unlocking new stuff. So what will happen is 160 will unlock for you in 7 days. 159 will unlock for you or 161 will unlock for you in the 14 days. So what happens is you start unlocking the new classes as you're unlocking the old classes. Now, the only time that catches up is when you've been through pretty much 100 and what is what 100, basically 100, is it 100? No, not 100 weeks. Would that make it 100 weeks? Because you unlock one of these every week. Oh, wow. Y'all, we have content for days. We have content for days. So basically, it takes about a whole year to unlock everything from beginning to end. All right. Corey, 160 would have been it would be one of the live classes, not in, it wouldn't be in your unlock classes. If you did 160 live, then it'll be there. Finding her way. What is your name again, love? Because I know I see your name. I know I see your name. You're in 159. Oh, so it's just barely missing 160. Yeah, 160 is supposed to drip. It was actually waiting on this. So 160 was supposed to drip after this. So I can't make the file drip to the unlock. But I just showed you how to create it too. I tell you what is your email, Finding Her Way? And I will email that to you right now because I know you're live right here, right now. And if I don't do it now, I will never do it because I'm one of those people that never check email and never answer my phone. So give me your email right now, Finding Her Way, and I will send this Mardi Gras file to you right now. Okay. And then of course you'll unlock the other file in, like, I think it'll be tomorrow when it'll unlock. 160 will unlock for you tomorrow if you're already on 159. Okay. Tamika, you're still here. There is a code. Erica, if you can give her the code for So Pro Academy. And let me type, I don't know if I ever typed it. So, I'm over here showing y'all all my little emails and whatnot. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's see. So Erica's got Q's code. And then there's no code required for the academy tonight. You did not miss that. But I am about to log off. So once I log off, it's done. And we're going to go ahead and close things out for tonight. I had fun. I had an absolute blast. I should be really, really tired. I have not been sleeping too well. I've had this on my mind, and I wanted to get it out. Y'all know how you have something in your head, and it like you literally dream about it, and you just want to get it out. It's been one of those things. So I'm happy to finally see it out. Just like with the buddy system, I was like, oh, it's finally out there. Yes, it's out of my head and it's into somebody's home. Did not feel like wonderful when you take something out of your head, you create it, and then it's like something somebody else values. If that is not magic, if that's not alchemy, if that's not being as close to God as I can be as a creator, then I don't know how else to have that feeling. When you create something that came out of your head and somebody else puts it in their hands or uses it somehow, even if it's something not tangible, and they have value to it, you have created something from nothing. Like that's a blessing. And that's why I value what we all do, because everybody should get a chance to feel like that. I don't care what it is that they imagine, what it is that they do. They should have a chance to feel like when you design something and you give it to that mom that's proud to put her baby on, or you make a remembrance shirt or a remembrance plaque or some ribbons or whatever it is, and it gives that family some peace. That is it. That's priceless. That is priceless. So that's why I say when we do things with purpose and passion, the money will follow. The money will follow. Okay, so no, this is not for the 13 by 19 printer quite yet. I could say at the most, this is for the 24-inch printers using the method that I showed you, right? So please keep that in mind. If you're doing the 13 by 19 printing, you're going to have to basically manually tile this, which is a really tough deal. But I am working on the 13 by 19 tile version, and I will include it for free. If you buy that package now, it will be in there, and it will just be basically a free upgrade, okay? Um, you can just put whatever you need to for that quiz, Lucretia. But you don't have to. You can just go to the 160 file and go ahead and download it. Make sure you download it. Make sure y'all download that Mardi Gras file. Like I said, by tonight it's gonna be gone in the morning. Don't think you're gonna come back to the academy and see it there. Okay. All right. All right. Any other questions, loves? Thank you. Naomi says, you are a blessing. You're a blessing, love. Thank you. I appreciate that. We are a blessing to one another. This is a symbiotic relationship. And I say that all the time. All the time. I am so grateful for you all because this is the opportunity that I needed to be able to share my God given talents and gifts, to be able to encourage other people to explore and heighten their God-given talents and gifts, and so that they can pay it forward and so forth and so on. Not one person that I know in this community has ever like been like, oh, I'm gonna get this for myself and keep it to myself. I don't know what it is about our group and our community, but we are definitely those folks who are able to take it and each one teach one. Even if you just bring on an apprentice, even if you're just teaching your kids or the kids in the community, or maybe you're working with a buddy in your local town, or maybe you have a virtual buddy that you chime in with, and y'all help keep each other accountable, and you help stay on top of your crafting and on top of your business. So, like I said, this is a pay it forward type of thing. It's a symbiotic relationship. So, as much as you might appreciate me, I appreciate you just the same. Absolutely. Absolutely. My pleasure, Tina. It's my pleasure. Corey says log out and re-log in if it doesn't show. So I'm here now to make sure that y'all get this, because I don't want to say I got it, because I'm telling y'all, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to pass out. I'm going to get me a good old rest. All right, so y'all finding that file okay? Because I'm gonna go ahead and get this log off. Aw. Miss saying Gunter, girl, you just made my heart smile. God bless. God bless you too, baby. This is what we were built to do. This is what we were born to do. That's what innate means. For those who may not know and are new, innate means something that is a part of you by code. It's by nature, by nurture. It's just, it is who you are. So you were born with it, and that's why I say we're born creators. And being innate is just innate creative is just what we are. We are creators. We are creatives, and it's just in us. It's just innate. So it's asking, if it asks you to take the quiz, go ahead and take the quiz. The quiz is for the live class. So basically it doesn't matter. Even if you fail the quiz, I think it's still going to let you through to go ahead and download the stuff. Good night, love. Good night. Good night. Tamika, if you don't see the file in the Academy, let me see. $160, where you should see it. If you're in 160, you're going to have to log out and log back in if you already had 160, because it's going to need to refresh. Okay. It's going to be under the area where it says download, right click all. You're going to see 160 Innate Academy zip. And underneath that, you're going to see a big old Mardi Gras file. All right. Good night, my loves. And y'all can use that. You don't have to do cut and sew for that Mardi Gras file. That Mardi Gras file, you can do it as a 13 by 19, and you can do it as an all over. Remember? Here, I'll bring it up for you real quick while I'm getting these questions in here. Oh, if you didn't have 160 yet, then you have to buy it for $5. If it doesn't, if you didn't already have 160 and it doesn't drip to you or it doesn't unlock to you yet, then you'll just have to buy it for the $5. That's why I made it $5. I made it $5 so that anybody that, even if you weren't, if you don't already have it, it's only $5. And then if you do already have it, you get the file for free. Okay. And then this was what I'll do. I'll extend it. No, because if I can't extend it, because then people will watch the video and they'll get it too. And this is supposed to be only for the people that did the live. So all the people saying that they don't see it, let's do this. Y'all go ahead and message Erica Kane. I know she said don't message her late, but we're going to make an exception for right now since we're doing this late. Go ahead and message her so that if we have to retroactively make it work for you, then we will. But if you don't already have 160, you have to pay the $5. Okay. It's $5. It's $5 to get the template. Oh, 160, you don't see it? Okay, I got you, love. Let me pull it up, because what's most likely happening is 160 is probably down somewhere low on the list. So let me edit that for you and make sure it's there, because I want to make sure I'm telling you the truth. Oh, 160 is right there at the top. It is, and it's $5. So it's P160. It shows a picture. Let me show you what it looks like. I thought I showed you already. Okay, so you're going to go to theacademy.innatelab.com. You're going to scroll down, and 160 is right here. This one right here. And you know how I know it's there? Because if I scroll down, this is the file right here. It just won't show you it until you buy it, or until you have it unlocked. Okay, so, or it's not going to unlock. But if you are already on 160, what I will do is I will make sure that I mass email all the people that are here tonight that are supposed to be unlocking 160. Then I will personally email you the Mardi Gras file. Okay. but I will not put it up on the unlocking file because other people will get it, and that's not fair. I said what I said. The people that hung out to the end is going to get the file. Oh, Octavius, it is $5. The file right now, this entire class, this right here, this entire class is $5. Now, this is not the cut and sew class, Octavius. The cut and sew class is on Sew Pro Academy. Yep. So that's to this creations. Email Erica, because if yours stop at 159, 160 is not loading until tomorrow. So then I will manually send you the file, and then you'll have 160 unlocked. Okay, so what you need to screenshot is scroll all the way down and screenshot that you have 159 unlocked. Screenshot that and email it. You know what? Don't send it to Erica. Email it to Innate Lab staff. That way Erica can get some sleep tonight. So email it to that email, your screenshot of your 159 if you're on the unlocking, and then I will reply with the template. Okay. Yeah, Rona, I thought you didn't have to download the quiz to download, or you don't have to do the quiz to download. Thank you, Rona. Okay. So anybody that's on the unlocking side of things, that means you are a true OG. If you're unlocked all the way to 159, that means you are A1 day one. Thank you, love. And I appreciate you for being that A1 day one. And I will make sure you get that file. Okay. All right. All right, baby loves. I got to call tonight. I had a whole bunch of energy, and it's just slowly starting to dwindle. You didn't know Erica sleeps, child. I got you, E. I will. Okay, love. Email me that email that I just dropped. Email me, Tamika. Email me, okay? And let me know that, and I will make sure that I take care of you. Okay. Anything for the new folks that join tonight? For the new folks that join tonight, y'all get, well, if you join tonight, here's the thing. If you join tonight, this class is going to be $30 tomorrow. So if you join tonight, you get this template for $5. If you join tonight, you get this template for $5, or you could just get the template for $5. But if you join tonight, you're going to start unlocking classes sooner than later. Tonight, if you join tonight, you're going to tonight get 101, 102, 103, and 104. Three kings and kings bling. Thank you. So take your rest and a bow because you did it again. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I bow, curtsy, all of that good stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. You all help give me this platform. I'm gonna make sure I look out for y'all. I promise you that. All right, baby loves. Yes, A1 day ones. I'm telling y'all, no, this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta do something special for my A1 day ones. So y'all remind me next time I go live. I got something for my A1 day ones. Okay. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Yes. So you get the class. The class comes with the template. Really, what you're paying for is the class, and then the template is free. Basically, that's how I build it out, because I want you to invest in the education. Some people just need the tool. If you need the tool is there. The tool is the template. But there's education in the video because I teach you how to do extra things other than just, flip out a picture. I'm usually showing you how to use blend modes, how to use your brush tool, how to use layer masks, those sort of things. Okay. So hopefully, if Photoshop is what you want to learn, from the very, very first class, that 101 class that you're going to unlock tonight, if you join tonight, you're going to unlock 101 in 0.0 seconds. Okay. The MG file is there, baby. It's just underneath the zip file. So it's not going to be a part of the zip file. You see it? It's underneath the zip file. That's where the MG file is. All right, another A1 day one. I got y'all. I promise you. I got y'all. I got y'all. Facebook users not showing your name, but another A1 day one. I got y'all. I got y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all don't know what it is like to have been through this experience. Literally have been down negative $60,000. I was literally losing money working on renovating the house by myself. I had to hurry up and sell it in the COVID market while materials were through the roof, while people were getting denied left and right mortgages. And yeah, I was in a real bad position. So I was literally going from the house that I was renovating. I was going up to my local McDonald's because the Wi-Fi in that country area was so bad. I had to go up to my local McDonald's and I would start shooting YouTube videos showing you how I would design from Photoshop while I was literally in McDonald's. People ordering Big Macs in the background and stuff. Yep, that's what I was doing. And I was doing it just for the heck of showing people how to design. So I was doing it for the love of what I was doing. And like I said, when you do things with passion and purpose, the money will follow. And this has been the greatest experience of mine, to be able to do what I love to do, which is to teach. I don't know if y'all know, I have a whole background in PhD in engineering. I had an Instagram post where I showed, like, it's real time. It's documented. I made a post praying to God, like, hey, give me this opportunity. Give me 1 year. I told God, give me 1 year to make this my career, make something of being an entrepreneur. I want to be an inventor when I grow up. I asked God for 1 year. And in 1 year, I created whatever my salary would have been as a professor in engineering, which is what I had got my PhD in engineering for. I was able to find that in doing this. Okay, so I am like absolutely encouraging you all to follow that passion, follow that path. It gets dark. It gets to where nobody understands you. It gets to where you don't care about spending money on anything else but what can help you make money. And that's all good. That's a part of those growing pains. And I have something for you all. My A1 day ones, I'm telling you, I got something for you. I have something for you. I have a whole new section and program for you. If this is what you've been doing and you're ready to take it a step further, you're ready to do your own academy, you're ready to teach people what you know because you've been doing this thing. My A1 day ones, I got something for you, okay? Y'all are welcome. Y'all are welcome. It is my pleasure. All right, babies. I got to get off the line. I got to call Erica back before I pass out. So I will check in with you all tomorrow. So if y'all have questions about the Automizer, if you have questions about So Pro Academy, if you have questions about Innate Academy, then definitely make sure that you're in the Innate Creatives Facebook group. Coach Q is in there as well. And she has a group as well. I don't have the group link right now, but she'll direct you to that group too. So y'all can start asking the sewing specific questions over there, okay? All right. I love y'all. Like, for real. I love y'all for real. I appreciate you dearly. And until next time, bye. Peace. Good night, my loves.